Okay, so last we left off, we had Cindr and Aurelius were sucked into. Aurelius was sucked into the Pixie Queen's cauldron, and Cindr, in a mad dash to save him, grabbed onto Aurelius's ankle and was also pulled into the cauldron with him. Um, Now, Cindr, as you are tumbling, you're tumbling basically through space. There's nothing around you that is concrete. Instead, you see like purple and um, various colors kind of streaking around you. Kind of like think of like the Marvel like multiverse type, type thing. As you're zooming down while also feeling like flightless and weightless. Visions, or not visions, but sections of the space around you kind of open up briefly, like a portal, or like you're scrying into a scene within within the realm. Now, as you are um, as one of these, kind of opens, you see, a couple like goblins, um, eating whatever goblins eat, some like boars and, wolves and stuff like that, all kind of huddled around in a cave, and that closes. You see another one open. You see, um, like a young woman and her elderly father, kind of um, the elderly father laying in the bed as she's kind of crying over him. Obviously, he's passed away. Um, and then it closes and it opens up again. And when it opens up the third time, you see King Arthur Grithus sitting on his throne of dragon skulls.
Big.
Um, as he sits there, you can't hear anything, but he appears to be ordering a large group of people before him. Um, Clearly, you know, uh, his mannerisms clearly expressing that he is demanding that they do, some type of task, and it closes again. Uh, while you are, while that one's closed, you hear a voice, um, and it sounds like this.
Cindr,
Aurelius, where are you?
Cindr, you have found the place between the threads.
Who is this?
My name, my name is Ria.
Yeah.
You,
Have I died?
you have not died. But what do you know of your mother's exploits and of your father?
This is this is some this is some ruse. Is this the Pixies doing?
Uh, no.
Then why do you want to know about myself? Rhea?
Well, it's not. It's not common for one of the Court of Whispers to find themselves within the threads. No, indeed, I believe the last time was when your father and mother escaped.
Cindr kind of just like so. As far as like the physicality of this dimension, am I able to step onto quote unquote solid ground at this point, or am I still floating in nothing?
You're still floating in nothing as these like colors are kind of whirling past you. It's the voice that has talked to you, and originally it was kind of there was no real shape to it, but as it was talking, you start to see kind of like a pulsating, like a imagine like a 2 foot tall, totally featureless, figure that's just kind of pulsating as it talks to you.
Cast ignium, um, at the tip of my staff, so a circle, small circle of just pure flame, um, kind of like a torchlight.
The flame ignites, but it is kind of like translucent.
So, and it doesn't give off much light whatsoever.
No.
Okay. I break the spell and I say, "Show yourself, so that we may have words face to face."
Next time when you are in the threads. For now, your destination is ahead. Brace yourself.
Oh, destination, and I like kind of turn my shoulder.
As you turn your shoulder, you slam into a pile of crates that are stuffed with straw and hay. As you find yourself surrounded by like 5 pigs in a pigsty.
Ugh, well, that's great. I ugh, uh, I stand, I gather myself, I look around. What else do I see other than swine?
Out above you, you see, or in front of you, you see, kind of a bustling-ish town. People kind of walking along on the roads, making about their everyday business. The above you, you see kind of you see a wooden shelter that has a hole, like a hole through it now from where you had fallen through it. And you see a ranch hand or like a farm hand that is right in front of you with what are they called? A pitchfork that was just kind of shoveling the hay, who's staring at you, his mouth totally agape.
I gather myself.
What the hell?
Um, I, I didn't mean to. I don't really know how I got here.
Now. You little magic man, you coming around here and you. What are you doing? You see that? And he points up to the hole. He says, "That's gonna take me. Well, not as long as I initially thought. But what are you doing around here?"
So it's kind of massage my head. Where am I?
Well,
what town am I in? What,
Mister, you're in
what kingdom
Boarstown.
am I in?
You're in Boarstown and Jakive.
Jakive. Still in Jakive. Okay.
Now, what's your name, Mister?
And what day is it, if you don't mind, sir?
Oh,
My name is Gus.
Gus. Well, my name's Lemmy.
It's nice to meet you, Lemmy.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Now, we're going to talk about repayment for this damage, Gus.
We can, but you have no sympathy for a man who just fell out of the sky. You didn't even ask if my bones were broken.
I don't know anything about Skymen. All I know is about farming.
I can see that. You seem to have a very fine establishment, except for the hole in your roof. We can talk about that.
Yes, indeed, indeed, we can.
How much for the roof?
He says, well, it'll be 2 copper. I don't know if you have
I'll
that.
give him 3 copper.
Says, oh, you do have that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I kind of just like shove the copper in his chest, and I walk off. Boys Town. What the fuck is Boys Town? It's like Cindr like mumbling this as he like frustratingly walks off.
All right. Now we are cutting to Aurelius and Dixie and Thu'ban.
Aurelius
And
isn't there?
huh?
I thought Aurelius was sucked into the thing.
No. This is after the. I was just catching up to where Cindr was. Aurelius is with you guys. You guys were leaving. Frostbite.
Oh, right, because he appeared in the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys are walking, there was kind of a short, like, Aurelius had to go to the bathroom. Dixie agreed that he had to go to the bathroom. And while you stood watch, Aurelius came back, but Dixie did not.
Aurelius, where's Dixie?
Why would I know?
Well, you both said you needed to use. Never mind. Help me find him.
I wasn't gonna pee with him.
I know that, but I saw you two go off in the same direction, and then you split.
I
Thought
don't
maybe
know.
you had seen him.
He just kept going. I did my business.
All right, come on. Let's.
Maybe he's taking number 2.
I think we waited long enough. Hopefully, he's not up to one of his antics. Here, his tracks. I'm gonna follow the tracks as best I can.
Okay, make me a survival check. Where are your dice at?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, wrong thing. Well, I rolled a 3 on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer to roll on D&D Beyond, or do you want to roll on Tabletop Simulator?
I like to roll wherever I get good rolls, honestly, because you know my bad luck with digital dice.
I mean, fair enough.
Sometimes I roll well physically, sometimes I roll well on tabletop. I just don't want to die. If I can help it.
I think that's fair. Okay, so you got a what?
Don't be hidden.
I got a 3.
You quickly lose his tracks.
Aurelius, do you see any tracks? I seem to have lost them.
Let me see what I can do. Oh shoot! I forgot that's one of my skills, baby. First time using it. What did we agree on just now? I'm rolling on. All right, 22.
Oh wow. You see his tracks kind of leading further down the trail. Through the woods that you and Cindr had been through previously.
Okay, I'm gonna hone in on the tracks and kind of just drop down to all fours and start running after them.
Okay. And I just kind of pick up like a jog as best I can. My armor's just clanking.
Halfway through, I'm gonna stop running all fours and kind of get back up and be like, "Ow! It's starting to hurt my back now."
As I catch up to you, I'm like, well, most of your kind don't run on all fours, Aurelius.
It used to be so easy.
Do you still have his tracks?
Yeah. Follow me.
Okay. So as you lead through the forest that you and Cindr had been through, you do see that tower up on the left, or I guess on your left if you're coming down through the trail. The floating tower and rocks and all that. As you continue through the forest, you see tracks of those like bear prints that move through, and 3 legs are walking while the 4th is kind of sliding against the ground. And it kind of, as you see Dixie's tracks, which are just his footprints. He's not wild shaped. You see the bear tracks following them from behind. With your survival check, you can tell that the bear's tracks are fresher than Dixie's.
There's a
What
bear
is it?
following him,
A bear. Kind of scan around.
but it's hurt or something. It's dragging one of its legs.
Why would a hurt bear be tracking Dixie?
Let's find out.
Lead the
Please,
way.
okay. Run after. Pick up my pace.
I'll match his speed.
All right. You guys run a couple meters more, so a couple 100 feet. And you see the in a clearing within the trees, you see a bear with that's missing its entire right side except for bone, over the seemingly lifeless body of Dixie.
Is this the bear that I encountered with
I
Cindr?
kind of stick my hand out on Aurelius, and I'm like, "That's no normal bear, Aurelius. Ready yourself." As I draw my flail and my shield.
Just
Is it the same bear? Can I tell?
Can you tell? Make a survival check. Make a nature check, actually.
Seven.
You can't tell, but its nature seems very similar.
There's something I want to do.
Okay.
It is one of my paladin things. Divine sense. I want to detect if there's a good or evil, which I'm assuming it's evil.
It is evil. Yeah.
Okay, am I getting like fiend, undead, celestial?
Undead.
Okay, I figured.
don't like that.
Is it that hard to tell?
Mm-hmm.
This creature must be destroyed, Aurelius. It's an undead.
Dixie!
And there goes our element of surprise. And I ready my shield and my flail.
The bear whips
Did
towards
Dixie
you
move at
guys.
all?
Dixie does not move. The bear whips towards you guys quickly with its head, looks back, and scoops Dixie into his mouth and runs.
That's not what I thought was going to happen. I kind of like.
I'm going
chase
after it. I'm gonna activate Expeditious Retreat and start running after it.
Okay. You guys are running. Well, I guess Aurelius is running way faster than Thu'ban can. Dixie, you see it continue to run until it comes out past the forest, like the forest clearing. You see a gigantic plain.
A gigantic what?
Gigantic plane, like planes,
Uh,
that seemingly spans for hundreds of miles. The
My-
bear is still running out past the forest, but you see these plains, and you see a town about 2 miles ahead of you, with walls and watchtowers and smoke kind of rising from it.
okay, I'm just gonna hone in on the bear.
Okay.
Am I catching up on him?
You guys are kind of equally running as fast as each other. So you are watching it run, but it is not. You're not quite gaining on it per se. Until you see. Sorry. So you see it go out past the forest clearing, and as soon as it goes past the forest clearing, it collapses.
I'm gonna stop just about 30 feet short of it, and I'm gonna whistle for Lou. Go check it out.
Okay.
Lou's gonna land on Dixie, and I'm going to cast Spare the Dying through him.
Okay. Yeah, Lou lands on Dixie, casts Spare the Dying, and Lou reports back that this isn't Dixie.
I'm gonna start approaching the bear now.
Am I still running?
Yeah.
Trying to catch it?
Yeah, you're a bit away. Okay, so you approach the bear. Yeah, the bear has collapsed. You see kind of a faint glow, like a little aura around it that's kind of slowly fading away.
I'm gonna take a look at the guessing the halfling it has, just to make sure it's not Dixie.
Mm-hmm. As you turn over the halfling to inspect it, you see that it has no face.
Okay. I'm just gonna back up a little bit, sit against the tree, and wait for Thu'ban.
Okay. All right, Thu'ban, you catch up.
I catch finally. Are you all right, Aurelius? What of Dixie? What is this?
I have no clue. The bear dropped dead as soon as it got out of the tree line. I don't know what's the deal with that thing.
I kind of nudge it with my foot and give it a little kick.
Lou said it's not Dixie.
No, I'm not. I'm not kicking the Dixie thing. I'm kicking the bear.
Oh. You kick the bear. Your foot squishes, like squelches and squishes into its corpse as you kick it.
I take out a tinder box and like just try to like see if the fur will catch fire.
The fur does catch fire.
All right, I do it enough in like a few places so the fire will like get big enough to spread and burn the whole thing.
You gonna
Okay.
burn him too?
Burns up.
Depends if this creature is evil or not. I'm gonna kneel down next to it and try to get like a closer look.
I don't think it's evil or good. I think it's just dead.
Why would the bear be carrying something like this?
Who's hungry? Oh,
Fair enough. So you're inspecting it more, you said?
Yes, the Dixie.
Okay. Its face is, well, it has no face, no, like, totally featureless. But it is wearing all of Dixie's clothes. So the only way that you would think that it is not Dixie is if you saw it face on. As you inspect it, you hear a.
Have we heard this before?
You have heard something similar to this before.
Like the creature from Frostbite in the abandoned house that we bought?
Perhaps.
Do you hear
Make-
that, Aurelius?
yeah. Who's laughing? What?
It shoots up and starts sprinting across the plains.
I
I'm just gonna look at Thu'ban.
so the thing we were just looking at shoots up and sprints across.
Oh
the
yeah,
plains?
yeah. It like pops straight up and just starts booking it towards the plains.
Are you gonna
All
set
right.
it on fire now?
I'm gonna throw my hand out, and my hand's gonna glow with light, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the thing.
Okay. Damn.
So they have, yeah, it has to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
All right. And we got a. It fails. It completely fails. It totally works.
I just hold my hand out as I approach this thing, and this like cage of light engulfs it.
I'm gonna curiously poke around, start poking its face, where its like mouth should be, like kind of trying to figure out where the noise is coming from.
It slaps your hand as you poke it in the face. I guess it's held, so I can't.
Yeah, it says
I take it back.
paralyzed.
I take it back. It would have slapped your hand if it could.
What?
I'm letting you know it's a motivation.
What are you, creature?
It says
I'm one of the Thorin.
The what? I look to Aurelius.
The Thorin.
Have you heard of this, Thorin? Aurelius?
Never.
Really, it's me.
Where did you get these clothes?
he's like trying to struggle against the held person. He says,
I found them.
Where did you find them?
Up your creek.
If you would like to be released, which I'm more than happy to do, all I need is some questions to be answered.
What?
Our friend, these are his clothes. Do you know where he went?
Bad style. He has bad style.
So what'd you do to him?
Yeah, well, it's not what the Thorin did with him. He's
Again,
in the threads.
The threads. Do I know what this is?
"No, you've never heard of the threads before."
Do you know of threads, Aurelius? Again, I'm gonna use because I have 3 charges. I'm gonna use detect good and evil to
Okay.
see if he's a celestial, fiend, or undead.
He is a fiend.
As I pull out my flail, as I say, "This is your last chance, fiend. Where is Dixie?"
The threats, the threats, the threats.
His head starts shaking like rapidly.
How do we get to the threads?
You fucked yourself.
Very well. As I release it, I bring my flail down on its head.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna let him go until I found out he was a fiend, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, as you hit him, his head just goes down. Imagine like slapping like silly putty onto the ground and just no blood, no like gore or anything. It just kind of dents in, and it stops moving.
I'm gonna inspect it further. Like, is there anything of note? Because the other one, if it was the same thing as the other one kind of just like disappeared, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did this one leave anything behind, or?
Just some like goop from like its face.
I poke it. Have you seen anything like this before, Aurelius?
Never. I'm gonna go through, like, besides the clothes, is it wearing anything else that belongs to Dixie, jewelry or?
No, it's just wearing the clothes.
Okay.
Well, do you think you could try and find more of Dixie's tracks, or should we try and just press on to the village?
Those were his tracks. We followed him.
I'm gonna
I don't
look
know.
to the sky, see if I see any like birds or anything.
Yes, you do actually. You see several flocks of birds that appear to be like large plains birds that are flying together, like in patterns, kind of split across the plains. As you see them, you also see several like different types of wildlife that are also on the plains, like deer and gazelle, or sorry, just gazelle that are kind of grazing around. The plains are large, but like I said, like 2 miles away is where you see the town, and it's large enough that you can see it pretty decently.
Maybe he shifted.
We
It
can.
could be any one of these animals.
I can send Lou to. He can cover more ground than you and I can. You can send him to scout around the town while we go inside to ask questions.
Seems like a good idea.
Are you gonna burn this thing too?
Was there anything left behind other than the goop, or did the body like disappear?
No, the body's still there. It's just not. There's just nothing really to it beyond the clothes and like the little bit of goop.
I'll grab it and throw it onto the burning carcass of the undead bear.
Okay. All right, Cindr. So you are in this town, that you've never been in before.
Boar town.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna
Or should I
survey
call
the
you
area
Gus?
first. Goose. But Cindr, of course, is fine. I look around and see the general perception of the area.
Okay.
I'm not looking for anything particular.
All right. As you look around the town, you see that the grass is typical of these plains. The frozen plains are white tipped and kind of the fog kind of is still clearing from the mountains. So it's not like a heavy, thick fog. It's just kind of like a light mist across the plains. As the temperature, you guys currently are in winter of the world. That's the season. As winter is starting to fade out, the fog is lighter, and you start to see a couple more spots on the plains and the grass where like it's not white tipped anymore. But there is kind of a sweet scent of the of like cold and like wet grass, as well as kind of combining with the smells of the local bakery, along with the bakery that is inside, or like the kitchen that's inside of the little lord's manor. Hearing you, or sounds, you hear birds above, you hear the sounds of town, people talking to each other, people kind of conversing. It seems kind of friendly overall. You know, you're not really hearing a whole lot of like yelling and screaming and whatnot, so it seems rather peaceful. You also hear the sounds of like children at play. That's kind of the more like acute sounds that you would hear. And then lastly, you hear the sound of the church bell ringing.
Okay. Would I know how far this is from the last region of Jakive that we left?
Make me a
The nature check?
yeah, I think that's a nature check.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do our first roll in to the top sim. Also, sorry I stole your dice box, Coda.
You're good.
It got stuck. Period.
That's what you get.
I tried to shrink it. And it wouldn't shrink. So, 1 second. Let's see if I can shrink it some more. Oh, there we go. Cool. Guess it just didn't like me. Okay, so nature.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Dang.
Nice.
Hey,
So
first
22.
Okay. You are aware of the fact that it is off, kind of down the path from the from Frostbite, from the mountains.
Okay.
You also are aware that it's probably about, that you're about 15 miles from the mountain, or from Frostbite, nestled away, in the mountains.
Right.
Yeah, you're about 15 miles away.
All right. Well,
I forgot to
first
say
things
earlier.
first.
Sorry. Aurelius and Thu'ban, you guys have been traveling for a minute whenever we caught up. I didn't want to necessarily just jump and be like, oh, here's 3 days of travel or 2 days of travel or anything like that.
Okay. Well, I am going to look for a tavern. First things first, I'm going to look for a tavern or eatery of sorts.
Okay.
On the street somewhere.
All right.
Just kind of walk the town. I feel like having my hood up during fog probably wouldn't be the most conspicuous thing. So I'll go ahead and put that up and, use my staff as a walking cane.
A good choice.
Bro, you're a fire genasi. You already stand out.
Yeah, that's what the hood's for, baby. That's what the hood's for.
So you were trying to find the
Literally
tavern.
a freaking walking horse slave. Yeah, find the tavern.
Okay. As you are kind of walking through the street, you notice that everybody around you is wearing, I'd say not quite the fur lined, clothes that everyone else wore in Frostbite. It's a little bit more, people are wearing like leather jerkins with maybe a cloak on.
Sure.
As you continue walking, you see that no buildings have signs outside of them. And one person, you see at least 20 people just kind of on the street on your way.
I'm gonna smell for food first.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Trying to avoid talking to anyone. Oh, that building in here. So used to it now.
Sign right here. What you mean?
Perception. Oof. Got a 9. I rolled a 3 plus 6.
Okay. Yeah, as you smell around, you walk into a large building, and as you open the door to it, you see that it's just a bakery. But behind the counter of the bakery is a large fire bowl with long red hair, who is like holding and like pounding dough on the table as you walk in.
What race is this creature again?
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. Okay. I'm going to scope out the room as I walk up to the counter.
Okay.
So I guess that's another perception
On either
check,
side of
perhaps.
What is that? Perception check? No, you don't. You're
I'm
good.
not
You
looking
don't
for
need
anything particular. So
on either side of the bakery, you see tons and tons of loaves, or not tons and tons, but you see many loaves of bread in like different styles that are displayed. So you see, and they're all in like different styles, like I said. So the way
I take in the smells and my stomach starts to growl. I walk a little bit faster to the counter.
Okay. As you approach the firebulg, a male firebulg says, "Oh, hello."
Afternoon.
You're hungry.
Starving, actually. I would like to purchase your finest bread, if you don't mind. It's a loaf.
What kind of style do you want?
Let's go with the chef's recommendation. Or the
Brings his hand up to his chin and kind of
baker's.
starts scratching it. He says, You look Yularian."
You've got very good eyes, my friend.
A Yularian twist for you.
Okay.
He hands you basically like a French bread looking type loaf of bread.
Many thanks. How much do I owe you for this?
How much do you have?
Well, considering I just, fell through a roof, I'm kind of low on cash right now, actually.
Fell through a roof.
Yeah, it was doing some work with what's his name up the road, and I forgetting his name now. He asked me to help him for a little extra coin. Then I ended up putting a hole in this roof, and so here we are. I'm
Mhm.
starving and without payment. So
Uh,
I do have some copper if you if I don't want to shortchange
I'll
you,
tell
young
you
friend.
what. How about you do a favor for me, and I will give you this bread.
I give favors to strangers often.
If they seem capable.
What's the favor?
Out outside, you see bustling town. Below the town, there is trouble.
Sick of going below cities, but what? And I say that kind of like under my breath. What troubles? Out with it.
There are some goblins.
Of course, there's fucking goblins.
They make life a little
How
bit
many?
difficult.
How many goblins?
Well, it's hard to say.
That's true. They do breed like rabbits.
Fred, that's not quite
Fair.
polite.
It's not. I mean, I can't really say it's a bad time to them. I'm not knocking it. Um, I can agree to this, but I need some of my allies. Perhaps I can go and round up some folks. Question. Just mano to mano. Have you seen? I'm looking for two or three gentlemen that may have passed through town. You really couldn't miss them if you even tried. Got a large dragonborn gentleman, gold scales, very very obvious birthmark right on the snout. It's purple. Um, wears heavy armor, paladin, perhaps. Although I never really asked him. That being the first.
No, I have not seen someone like that.
Really?
At first, I thought you were
That
going to
far
talk
back.
about the guy with the heavy cape and cloak that came through, but no, not the same
What
person.
heavy cape and cloak?
Well,
What?
it's not the same
Who is
person.
this person you're speaking of?
Well, he
No, it
came
doesn't.
through.
It doesn't matter. This may help me find my friend.
Um,
Go on.
he had a very thick accent. It sounded very old, but his face looked kind of young, but also old. He had long white hair
Long white hair.
and a
Was he carrying
scar.
a staff?
Yes, he was carrying a staff.
Was he walking with anyone else?
He had 3 people with him. No,
Hmm.
5 people with him. He called his acolytes. I don't know what they wanted. They came through, they stayed one night at the tavern, and then left.
And they went further south, toward Jalaria.
Uh, hmm. Yes.
Let's see. Well, thank you for that information. I will, and I kind of start picking at the bread. Delicious. Let me attempt to find some allies. I would not be one to go into uh, the undercaverns of a city to deal with goblins alone. Uh, there's a manga in which that doesn't really end up very well for a couple of people. Back in the character though. So give me perhaps an hour, and I can come back to you, and maybe we can see about this. and I stick my hand out to shake it.
He looks like he wants to shake your hand, but he also has lots of dough on his hand, so he kind of like reaches out and says, "I would, but."
Yeah, it's not really what I typically do. Anyways, that's what I get for getting out of my comfort zone. And I start walking, like backpedaling towards the door, and I say, "This really is great bread."
The finest in all of
And I
Jakive.
exit. That's what everyone will probably say about their own establishment. And I exit,
Okay.
looking for tree line now. Looking for trees. I don't know if it's on the exterior of the city. It looks like it's gated, of course. So
It is gated.
okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
This here.
Yeah. It's gonna munch on bread and trying to exit the city
Okay.
or town. I guess this is a town.
Yeah. As you go towards the exit of the town, there are two guards that are standing at the entrance. Say, what are you doing?
I'm attempting to leave the city. Is that not a thing that people are able to do?
No, it's your
Town.
business.
Oh,
Usually
yeah,
we
so
like
I'd
to
like-
stay accounted for the people who enter into the city, into the town.
So you count it?
Look at the ledger. He holds up like one of them holds up a book that has tally marks of people who have come in and who have left.
All right. I take a look at the first male name on the list.
They don't have names, they just have just tally marks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. I guess you can tick one off and let me through, right? That's how
Yeah.
ledgers work.
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
I mean, it's
No,
appreciate that
you're well
doing
within your
job
right to leave.
Astoundingly. It's
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Would you like some bread? It's very good. It's the best in Jakive, I've heard.
Oh, we've been standing guard all day. That sounds delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Wait,
tear
is
off
that
half
the
the loaf
Ilarian
and give it
twist?
to him. It is. I know it is absolutely amazing. The best I've ever had. Here you go.
Oh, it's still
Is he
warm.
eating it?
Yeah. He immediately starts eating it. He
It's
kind of breaks off a piece and
cool.
hands it to his friend.
Yeah. Well, if I let's
You're
just
very
let's say
kind.
it from friend to friend. Absolutely. Remember that. I remember your kindness as well, sir, and I just keep moving as I'm saying this shit. I'm not trying to spend all day. It's like enjoy that.
Okay.
And I am going. Oh, go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead.
You can go ahead and describe. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna choose.
So you're walking out of the town, right?
Walking out. Yes, I'm gonna walk down the trail normally for probably about, let's say, half a mile.
Okay.
And then I'll double check over my shoulder and in front of me around to see if anyone's around me.
Around you, you do not see anyone. Oh my god, so much. Yeah, you don't see anyone around you. You see, the plains as described. You hear and see birds above. And you see out in the distance towards the mountains, you see, while you see the flocks of birds that are around you on the plains, on the mountains, you see flocks of gigantic birds that are flying around the mountains. So big, in fact, that they are like resting on like peaks of the mountains in the Gharuul, in the Frost Peaks of Gharuul.
Perfect. As soon as I see that no one, let me do a perception check, actually, please, to see if there's anyone following, watching, or snooping in on me.
Okay.
Um, 'cause I don't like the ops. You know. Come on, baby.
You don't mess with
Okay,
town
so that is
guards.
going to be a fort. It's going to be a 14.
14.
Nah, this ain't ESO. I can't just slap them and then die and respawn.
Okay.
Yeah, 14.
No one is following you. However, ahead of you, like directly ahead of you, about
I duck off before they see me.
about a half a mile away, if not just a little bit more, you see a large figure walking with a like medium-sized figure.
Mm.
Thu'ban
Okay, this
and
is
Aurelius,
promising.
roll me a perception check.
There we go. I sure as hell was about to duck y'all.
My man's. My brother
16. Hold on, guys.
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
Uh-huh.
I need to know what he got.
Perception.
for him.
His perception's real low because we are recording. Sir! Sir!
He got a 10 plus his modifier, which I'm going to say is 2, so he got a 12.
Is he explaining the entire D&D to him right now? He's like, so tabletop RPG is... Hey, let's give it up for a random guy. There we go.
All right. Actually, let me close my door real quick.
Still don't know. Told you, bro. 12.
Yes, sir.
That's what he's going to roll.
Yep. Make sure
Watch.
you put the deadbolt on it. Knock over your handle. Now your perception.
Please make a perception check.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. Thu'ban, you see someone about Cindr's height, well, like medium height, quickly duck behind a tree outside of the town that you guys were currently walking down towards.
As I see this, I'm like, did you see that, Aurelius, behind that tree?
See what?
Someone or something ducked.
Way over there?
Yes, that tree there.
I can barely see what you're even talking about.
I continue walking, but I'm walking more cautiously now. I'm just like staring at the tree, kind of like seeing if I can see around it.
Okay.
Hello?
Cindr, as you hear these footsteps coming towards you, what are you doing?
I am gonna continue sneaking. I don't know who the hell they are. I'm gonna try and flank.
Hello.
Just get like further away from like. I stop
circle
in my
around the
tracks
tree so that you stay-
as I hear. Yeah, just like completely stay hidden. But do I hear him say hello just now? Like, is that it's a half a mile away still, isn't it?
Well, I imagine he's
Can I
yelling
hear
it.
his voice? Like, is it?
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Oh.
There's someone there.
Okay. I
So you
stop
just
in
kind
my
of hear
tracks.
like the little bit of an echo from it, like the last little bit.
What's your name?
Okay, yeah, I hear Aurelius is idiotic, just like just like shout, and I'm like, okay, all right. Well, that saves me some time, and I walk back out onto the trail. I cast Ignium, and I like point it
Cindr!
in their direction, but obviously not to like shoot. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
I'm gonna start sprinting over there.
Okay, so you guys, a little, however much time needed for you guys to make that distance is made. You guys
I'm not running,
regroup.
so.
I'm gonna run up and hug Cindr. Cindr!
I put a little
Aurelius.
put a little pep in my step to catch up. Like I'm smiling as I come up.
How'd you get here so fast?
Unplanned means of teleportation. It would seem.
Cool.
In
Did you see
layman's
Dixie?
terms, I don't really know. I have not seen Dixie at all, and my mind has probably never been more sane until you decided to hug me. So if you would like to remove yourself, that would be
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. It is good seeing you. I pat him on the
Sorry.
head, which is probably a little bit taller than me. That's okay.
As soon as you push him away,
Thu'ban, look, you've been running a marathon.
I approach as soon as you're like pushing him away. I'm like, Cindr. I put my hand on your shoulder a little hard, and I bring you in and give you a quick
I'm just
like, bro hug.
Okay.
How are you, my
Everyone's
friend?
very touchy-feely today. This bread is actually quite fantastic. So in that, would you like some? And I kind of rip them off like the remaining pieces and like give them to them.
He teleported here, he said.
And you look like you could use a meal, Thu'ban. Look like
As I take a
Aurelius
bite
has
of
had
it.
you running for on a marathon or something. You're sweating quite a bit in snow. You all right?
Oh, I'm fine, especially after this bread. It's good.
It's amazing actually. It's probably the most amazing part of the session today. Is this bread? It's fucking fantastic. And so I dust myself off after all of this. Little bit too much for Cindr's liking. This love. Where were you headed?
Well, we were coming to this town.
We're looking for Dixie. His tracks are going this way. And when we found him, we found some evil pudding thing that was wearing his clothes.
Evil pudding.
It was a fiend.
And then Thu'ban smacked it and burned it.
A pudding fiend. I've never heard of. Never heard of that before.
It's just like pudding, but
was it like
person.
That's
Pudding
fascinating.
person.
There was also an undead bear.
I look at Aurelius immediately.
That's what.
Like the one before.
Yes. It was kind of similar. I don't know if it.
What do you mean before? I looked to both of you.
Aurelius and I have ran into one of these bears before.
In the same part of the woods too.
Up in Frostbite, actually, when we went to go look for wood for the festival. I remember now.
I'm kind of just standing there like, and you never thought to tell me, a paladin of the four.
I'm certainly sure that we've explained this before. I'm pretty sure
we
that
took care
happened,
of
but
it.
you were also asleep, and your pride was hurt.
You guys were being lazy
that
that
night,
day.
and so you went to sleep very early. Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Either way, you know now, and
so you're telling me
let's walk back into town.
As we're walking,
we turn towards the town and start walking. Wow.
There was an undead bear.
Like sitting in the middle of this trip talking about zombie bears.
And no one told me about this.
I swear we told you, Thu'ban.
We just kind of got caught up in things right after that. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I would have remembered
was a
giant undead bear.
Frostbite was a bit of a fever dream, anyways. Let's just say you know now, and we can put a pin in that and actually reopen that pin now. Because Aurelius, what was your interaction with it? Did you slay the bear? What happened?
Oh no, it died. Yeah, I was chasing it, and it picked up Pudding Person, and I was chasing it when I thought Pudding Person was actually Dixie, but it was Pudding Person. I didn't know, and I was chasing it, and then as soon as it got out of the trees, it just dropped it.
The pudding fiend.
Pudding fiend.
Ed.
Yes.
Bear 8 PP, the pudding person fiend, PPF. Okay, that makes sense. And it died as soon as it crossed.
As soon as it got out
Was
of
it
the
into? Was
forest,
it?
over the tree
that-
line, it just
That doesn't
died.
bode well. How?
Wait. So you're
That may
telling
have
me
been
that
some form of enchantment, though.
I kind of stand there like this
Don't you
for a
think?
second. Does that mean the undead creature is tied to the forest?
Either
I look back.
It may not necessarily be the forest, but it is to whoever is keeping it
well, it's just ashes now,
undead,
so who
who's
cares?
casting. Well,
No, Aurelius.
mean,
The source may still be there.
there's two different scenarios. The source may be there, or the source may be able to be mobile. There's two different scenarios here, which both don't bode well for us. But we are heading in the opposite direction.
So you know what that means,
so-
right?
And frostbite does happen.
It means I'm
actually. Does that mean we get to pretend?
no.
No,
it
don't
means
you say it.
it means
No.
we're going back in the forest to destroy whatever.
No.
this
We
evil
are
thing
We are
is.
not going back anywhere in that direction. I want
It's
you
been
to
a-
understand. Say it with me.
It's been a
Thu'ban.
long
We
journey.
are leaving Jakive.
You look like you had a rough landing here. I'm sure it wasn't very comfortable.
I'm
Let us get some
still
rest,
picking
get
out
some
splinters
food.
out of my ass. Yes.
And then talk about our plan to journey into the forest and destroy this evil
Well,
essence.
I have a proposition for you as well. I may have already signed us up for another quest. And we know you, a paladin, cannot ignore it. Something that's hypothetically possible versus something that is very clearly a problem in the current day. You see, I've spoken to the master baker in town. And apparently they're having a goblin problem underneath. Goblins
Goblins.
that could potentially be harming women and children and storing gold. Or be very, I look at Aurelius, or be very, very nice people. I don't know if you have a
Is he trying to
preference
kill him?
goblins or anything like that. I mean, he didn't sound like he wanted them to stay alive.
We will deal
Is
with these
that-
goblins too, then. Peacefully, hopefully, as I look to Aurelius.
Yes, peacefully.
But first, as a paladin of the four, I must deal with this undead problem. Maybe we can ask around town, see if
Whoa.
they can provide us with some horses to get over there faster.
You do
That is where
know
we lost
that
Dixie.
those cost money, which I'm sure the church has. You could probably spot us horses, all of us, right?
I'll
You're
see if
practically a horse yourself.
they can agree
Yeah,
to
that's
some
true.
compromise. I mean, if we agree to look into this undead problem and deal with the goblins, maybe they could spare us a few horses.
And then
And
we
then
can
we'll
ride
use
back.
those horses to deal with the demon bear problem. And
Potentially
good.
some more pudding fiends.
so
I
now
think that the order
so we're gonna help these goblins peacefully.
help.
We're
Well, we
helping
were
out,
supposed to be
right?
helping the town get rid
Yeah,
of the
that's what I
goblins.
said.
don't
Yeah,
really-
help
this-
the town.
this help the okay so here's how things are going to go, gentlemen, because I just fell out of God knows where, landed in some farmer's fucking farm, slept with pigs, not in the literal sense, and I have had a very, very weird day. So the last thing I want to hear is that we're going back to Frostbite right now. I barely wanted to hear the situation with the goblins. Let's
Not
find a place to
frostbite.
stay for the
Not
evening.
Frostbite,
The sun
just
is
the
going
forest.
down. It's close enough, Thu'ban.
Well, with
It's
the
in the
horses,
same direction.
it'll be much quicker. We'll be fine.
Indeed. Let's see if we can find a stableman tonight. Maybe barter some kind of, or break some kind of deal. If we
So-
help them with their problem,
So who
perhaps
sent
we
you
can
on
even
this
take these
quest?
horses to
Was it-
deal. It,
Was it like the king of the city, or?
yeah, he was a very outstanding individual, actually. He has very high rank within the city.
It was who
God,
you got the baked good from, wasn't it?
Uh, I mean, they do keep the town alive and well. So in most smaller establishments, yes, the trades do. They have very high ranking. His
Baker.
restaurant was as big as the Lord's Manor.
How
so
are
if
we gonna
that
get horses
helps.
from a baker?
Well, it wasn't from the baker. We'd find a stableman, or maybe even the farm friend I made. I don't know.
Let us see if this town has a lord, or maybe the town guard captain can help us.
Can we not talk with lords anymore? They seem to be nothing but trouble.
I agree with you, but if they can help us, give us better information to protect the town, I think we should talk to them.
No, they don't answer.
That's fine, but if we end up in their manor and invited for dinner, I'm not saying anything this time.
I can
I
agree
don't
to
want a
that.
situation like last time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, what time of day is it?
Right now it is about. It says about noon.
Oh, it's noon. It's only noon. Thu'ban, do you have a way to speak to this lord? To summon him or be summoned?
I could try my best, and I'm just gonna walk to the nearest guard that I can see.
Okay. Yeah, one of the guards.
I walk up and wrap my arm around the guard. My friend, it's been so long.
Oh, right. Yes. Hello.
Excuse me, kind
Do I have
sir.
any more bread?
Oh, would I like my bread?
Oh, so you two know each other.
Well, he's. I don't know your name, stranger, but you're quite kind. And now,
Likewise, stranger.
Yularian twist.
That was I. We go way back, about 10 minutes or so. Actually. But he is a outstanding gentleman and will be able to help you with what you need, right? And I kind of give him a slap on his ass.
Make a charisma check.
Yes, sir.
I see him slap his butt, and I'm like,
Something I never get to roll for.
Must be some Yularian custom.
It's the underworld customs. Oh God! Oh, I was a 13 to a 3.
Oh no.
Oof. Turns out it's like the air is like a little warm. Like when I was like, oh, okay, great.
Burn his ass.
You got a what?
I got a 3.
A 3?
What's the modifier?
A 3. I don't have.
yeah,
Oh wait, you said charisma, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any charisma whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. He looks at you and says, "All right, don't get too comfortable. It's
All right.
some bread is good, but if you do that
All
again,
right.
I'll have to
That's-
chop off your hands."
That's. What if they have bread and what if I have bread in my hands?
No.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, so-
Cindr gets carried away sometimes.
Yeah, see to your friend. He stops getting carried away. That doesn't do well here.
No promises.
My name is Thu'ban, Paladin of the Four, and I give him like a bow.
Oh, he bows and says, "Oh, nice."
So Cindr tells me you all have a goblin problem. We would like to look into this.
Who the fuck told you about that?
I look to Cindr.
Who the? My name is Gus. I think that's someone they met on the trail, probably.
Just some rumors. We're adventurers, sort of.
You do look well armed. I'll tell you what. You want to know about the goblin problem?
Yes.
Can you swim?
I can.
Can all of you
See
swim?
where this is going.
Pretty good at it.
He looks at you doing this. He goes, all right.
Do you have your gloves on, or do you have them off?
Have them off.
Oh, so he sees your like webbed hands.
Yeah, he's staring at him too. He goes, all right.
It's a disease, so it's don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, you might want to cover those up. That doesn't do quite well here either. Is the
Premium
goblins? The goblins are below the city, the town. But we chased them. Chased all of them to a little section. Those little bastards blew up one of the sections we were following them on. And then, of course, water rose up. Now the entire undercave is underwater.
Has anyone tried negotiations with them, or has all the encounters been violent?
You don't negotiate with goblins. The only good negotiation with a goblin is sitting at the tip of your spear, the edge of your sword.
What?
What?
Goblins are just as much people as you and me.
I greatly disagree.
Racist.
We will resolve these matters as best we can, hopefully peacefully. Either way, it will be resolved. Who can we speak with? Do you have a lord?
You want to talk to the Lord? I'll tell you what. Don't speak to the Lord. As far as he knows, the guards are handling this.
Swatting at this fly I keep hearing in my ear, just like in the background. Just not paying attention.
He looks totally unbothered by the flies. Like, completely, like, just dealing with it.
Well,
He's a serial killer. He's a maniac.
do you have a captain we can speak with? Maybe we can talk of payment and mutual arrangements.
Of course,
We need
you
someone
want to
who
get
can
paid.
give us some horses.
Horses, payment, leadership. I suppose you can talk to Captain Rennick.
Captain Rennick.
Just so you know, he doubles us the town drunk.
Very
I like.
very interesting captain you have.
Well, when he's not giving out orders, he's taking drinks, and he doesn't give out orders often.
Where is he now? At the bar?
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to smell him. Yes, right in the inn.
Very well, thank you. And just to make sure we're in the right place, what is this town called?
Well, this is Boar's town.
Boar's Town.
We used to have lots of boars. Now we just have lots of whores.
In this town specifically.
He says whores. I'm like,
He goes, yes, no, unfortunately not.
Fair.
what happened to your
How was
boars?
that?
Our boars or our whores?
Your boars.
I'm
With
still
a
not.
B.
Oh. Well, we overhunted them. Well, us and the roaming centaurs that make their home across the plains.
I squint my eyes and I say, "Are you talking about the boars or the horse?"
Well, the centaurs took a lot of the horse as well.
Naturally. I squint even harder.
And then some just signed up.
I think I'm gonna go speak with your captain now as I quickly turn away and just start walking.
I follow Thu'ban and I kind of just like squint and like I don't like break eye contact with him. You think you know a guy?
Okay,
Aurelius.
go ahead.
I'm just kind of gesturing if he wants to come. Like don't stand next to him. The stench may get on you.
Okay.
All right.
Is the inn close to the bakery?
It is pretty close. It's like where the bakery is. So here.
I told that guy I would bring some friends to prove that I'm gonna help.
So the
If he gave
bakery
me
is
that
here.
Free loaf, and he gave me a free loaf.
The bakery is here. The inn is here.
Okay. One more time for the inn. I was
Inn
zooming out.
is here.
Oh, I see.
the
it.
larger.
It's a little tiny. Oh, okay. Cool.
And then that's the
Oh, yeah,
bakery.
they're super close then.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
So we're headed to the inn.
Yes.
Before we go to the inn, let's take a left to the bakery really quick and just speak with the owner of that establishment again. Let's walk straight up to the counter.
Okay. Yeah. As you walk in, he goes,
Hopefully they're
hello.
following me. Hey, so
Welcome.
just wanted to be good on my word. Brought my friends. They're gonna help us take care of these goblins, and we'll be out of your way. Thanks again for the bread. Yeah. So, goodbye. And I leave.
Goodbye.
Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, you just walked in and said, hi, hello, these are my friends, bye. And then
Well, I didn't want to burn any bridges, okay? I'm very, it's a Yalarian thing, okay? Like, hey, bro, I just told you I was going to come back and, steal your bread, and I never return. He probably thought I was some homeless person or something else. All right, let's get to this fucking inn.
As he walks out, I say, I look to the baker and look back to Cindr. I'm like, you make some interesting friends, Cindr.
No more bread.
Yeah, all of my friends give. I mean, you guys want bread? He's good for it, I'm sure. It's amazing.
I think we should get back to the matter at hand.
No bread? Well, he was the one who told me about the goblin problem in the first place, so that's fair. To the inn we go, because Thu'ban can't help but get some ale in his system, obviously.
Okay. You guys go into the inn. You go into the inn. You see etched on the name, etched on the side. It's called the Thundering Ranger and the Stone. It is a quite large, shabby hewn rock tavern with a red tiled roof. That the locals know best for its incense that is constantly burning.
What's it called again? One more time.
The Thundering Ranger and the Stone.
Interesting.
Inside, it is quite nice and spacious. The bar is roomy and dimly lit, with several stools in front of it for patrons that wish to while away the evening talking to the bartender. There's a couple large split log tables, which are large enough to put out a map and still have room for your mugs of ale. Which, they're definitely, considering the location of the town and, where the plains are at, is definitely a choice made by the owner to have these large enough tables. The tables do look kind of rickety, as though they might collapse at any moment. And the tavern is quite full, and the owner is clearly enjoying the amount of business her tavern is receiving. Inside, you also see several people in armor and leathers that are kind of grouped up at these tables with maps of their own and tankards out. In the far corner of the tavern, you see an elf in the guard's uniform with several empty mugs all around him.
I'm gonna approach him and excuse me, Captain.
Are you the one bringing me no drinks?
No, Captain. I wanted to come speak with you. My companions and I are looking into this goblin problem.
Mhm.
We need more information.
Oh. He takes off his helmet. You see that he has his hair in kind of a top knot, and sets it down. And you see his as he's clearly more. You're able to see him more clearly as you've approached. His skin is kind of greenish, like greenish yellow, and he has yellow eyes, like kind of very bright yellow eyes. And very not very gaunt face, like cheeks. He says, you've talked to the gods outside.
We have.
Oh. And you've come here to do what?
To deal with this goblin problem you have.
Come here.
Oh, sorry.
You
Kind of wait for y'all to get close.
Okay. The smell. So you smell like the incense kind of. I'd say it's kind of like a cinnamony kind of incense that's around in the tavern. His smell is one of just pure liquor, like deep liquor. So every time he opens his mouth, it just pours in and competes with the smell of the incense. Yes. The goblins, they attacked us.
What for?
Oh. Well, I could not say. But we followed them deep down. And when we did, they bastards, they blew up the cave. Blew up the cave that we were through until the water from below started to rise and fill the cave. Now we can't chase them. They're still down there. They still attack somehow. We don't know how they get up here. All right, what are your credentials? Why am I speaking to you? Who are you?
I am Thu'ban, Paladin of the Four.
You? Who are you?
He points at Aurelius.
I'm Aurelius.
And what's your stick? What's your thing? Are you all paladins of the four? Have the paladins of the four have they come to save us?
Them, paladins. No, sir.
And you, firemen.
My name is Cindr. I'm a fire genasi, not a fireman. But yes,
Fire genasi.
nothing really too crazy.
Are you from Leyland?
From wherever satisfies your mind.
Leyland Fire Genasi coming to my town. Good. Yes, you can solve the goblin problem. You go into the back of the tavern. Behind the tavern, there's a sewer. Well, there's a grate. You go down the grate. Through the well. It's a well. You go down the well. There's a bucket. It can guide you down. And then there's water. You'll feel it. And you'll need to find your way to the goblins and then tell them to leave or kill them. No, kill them, actually, I think is what I want. What do you want, Paladin of the Poor?
Well, I look to Aurelius as I say this and back to him. We would prefer to deal with the matters peacefully. We actually have a goblin expert with us.
A goblin expert?
Aye.
What, you live with goblins or something?
Yes.
What?
I
kinda
live with
like-
goblins. I can speak their language.
Are you... Come here, Paladin. Come here, Paladin. Paladin. Paladin, please, come here. Is he trustworthy?
Of course he is.
But he speaks, Goblin.
Aurelius is special, but in very good ways.
I can see from his hands. Very well. Solve the goblin problem. You can have as much... I don't know. What do you want?
Horses.
Oh, horses.
Horses. Maybe free rooms at the inn while we stay.
Well, we've got a couple Jakivian ridgebacks that you can have. I suppose, if you deal with the goblin problem.
And, well, I hate to ask, but we do need gold for travel purposes and food, you know. But nothing, we won't ask for too much.
You can have 3 Jakivian ridgebacks, but no gold. But a room to stay.
Very well. I look to Aurelius and Cindr. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
I'd say it's fair.
Very well. I hold up my hand.
Oh, if we prove a job well done, means that maybe perhaps a few silver or gold at least to be on our way. Surely the members of Leyland would like to know that the people of Boar's town are their relations are still strong, and we would like to keep them as such.
You make a good point. Make me a persuasion check.
Shit, so it doesn't matter. Cool. Bet. Suasion.
Ooh,
15.
15?
This is a solid 15. I have 0.
Okay. He says, perhaps some silver could be found.
Cool. Then we are
So
in
we-
agreement.
Now I hold up my hand.
He
kind of reaches out and like cups your hand with his. It goes,
Great. I'll be here.
Oh, Captain, you asked of our credentials. You might have heard of us. We're the heroes of Frostbite. I like shake his hand and I let it go.
Great.
Just give him a nod. Walk.
Pussy.
We're working on our
Captain.
fame.
Captain, would you at least happen to have some way to navigate below? I assume these tombs have been explored at some point or another by your ancestors of the town, so we are not wandering blind and senseless.
Not really. We get lost
Not
every time.
really. Every single time you go down there, you get lost.
It's been a big problem.
Well, then you can at least raise the silver to gold. We need more incentive.
Isn't your incentive the 3 Jakivian Ridgebacks and the free room to stay?
They are very nice, but you are literally sending us into a labyrinth. Probably to our deaths. On average, how many people go down and come back up alive?
he starts counting on his fingers and stops. He goes,
5?
Okay, well, how big is the traveling party when they go down? If 5 come back,
20?
those odds are absolutely horrible with 3 people going down.
Very well. Fine. Fine. You can have 5 gold each.
5 gold each. Horses. Free rooms. It's better than silver. I'll take it. Let's
You
go.
guys, are you prepared for underwater?
Is there something that would help us prepare better than holding our breaths and wishing for the best at this point?
How long can you hold your breath?
Pretty long.
No, I'm really. I kind of just like really stop. He's like, not now. Is there anything that you could aid us in holding our breaths or the air problem of being underwater?
Yes. If you get a little bit of, you take a. Why don't you consult our wizard?
You have a wizard in town,
I know a wizard.
and they haven't dealt
You
with the
know a
problem
wizard.
themselves.
he points at you.
So you know a wizard?
Yeah.
You're a fucking wizard. You don't look like a wizard.
You know a wizard, Aurelius?
I mean, let's go solve that goblin problem.
Yes, let's solve the goblin problem. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Is there
Fantastic.
No
Could you
other-
give us directions to your wizard friend?
Yes, he's up there and then over that way. Go past the bakery. He loves bread.
So does my
Understood.
friend.
Maybe it's a wizard thing.
Yeah, whoever that wizard is, they must love bread, surely. Whoever they are. I exit the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
I'm gonna
Fucking
follow
drunk.
Cindr.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bakery.
All right. You walk
Back
into the
again.
you go into the
Bye.
baker, and the guy is sitting there goes,
Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you, friend. Seems that I've come across some interesting individuals, and we are going to finally be helping you with your goblin problem. Uh, though we would like to stock up on some bread for the journey. So, if you would be so kind as to give us, is there like a variety box perhaps you have?
A variety box.
Yes, with different breads, perhaps.
We've got. I can hand you loaves of each of the breads.
Yeah, so I just like to buy them in a box, a variety of breads. I mean, they could be in a bag. It doesn't really matter. It's
A
just
variety.
like to have.
I've never done that before, but I guess we can do that for the first time. Is put all the loaves of breads together.
Oh yeah.
Put my elbows on
You
the
should make
desk.
that
I
a
was
thing.
like,
You could make a killing.
honestly, perhaps even making a little glaze on them. There's this thing actually in the area where they fry dough in oil and they actually have a hole in it. It's incredible. I don't know what to call it yet, but I'm coming up with a name. Maybe you could do something about that.
That sounds
It's
quite
revolutionary,
like a
actually.
tasty treat.
Absolutely. Just ice it with liquid sugar, maybe
Hmm.
dash some powder on it. Who knows? The world could be your oyster.
Yes, I'll remember this. I like this idea.
I lean into a Cinder as they're talking. I say, I know how much you enjoy baking, but there is still a goblin problem.
Oh yeah. The captain said there was a wizard that comes here. Do you know where he is?
You were talking about Tyron Frostro.
How does he know the name, but the captain of the town doesn't?
You talked to the captain of the town.
Captain smells.
The
Yeah,
captain,
the captain smells like.
the captain smells like he slept in his own shit the night before.
Exactly. Maybe you should be the captain.
No, I like baking.
And I just like shove like 2 silver onto the table, and I say, just give me 2 orders of each bread that like would pay for this, and put them in the sack, and I'll be on my way, please.
Put them in the sack.
This is
He
silver.
says. It sounds like he's robbing me.
All right.
he puts in 2 Yularian twists, which is like French bread, and then he puts in Leyland crumble bread or crumble loaves, and then a Heronian loaf, which Heronian loaves are a little bit more, they're a little bit softer, like a really soft bread.
I thank you, friend. And what direction is this wizard in?
He says, if you go just a little bit more up the road towards the Lord's castle. Lord's
Any
manor.
defining qualities of his establishment or?
No, you'll see it.
All right, and I thank you, my friend. Hopefully, we do business again. Maybe not. Who knows? Bye. And I exit.
Goodbye.
Why are you hitting this man with the Mass Effect? I should go. Like, it's constant,
Because he's
constantly.
every time we have a freaking discussion, he sounds increasingly more upset, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna leave. Goodbye. Or maybe it's his Russian accent. I don't know. I can't tell. But I just.
Okay. So you guys walk out. The town is getting increasingly more. Why am I yawning? The town is getting
Because we should take a break.
increasingly busier as the day is wearing on. People are starting to really get out and do the tasks and shopping and all that kind of stuff that they need to do. You see 3 kind of younger kids run into a store about 2 buildings ahead of you. They run in, and then one runs out wearing kind of like the stereotypical like wizard's hat, running along, like giggling to each other.
I think we found that wizard residence.
Perhaps you would like to speak with him, Cindr.
Yeah, you guys probably hit it off, right?
You would think. Let's hope. I step into the establishment.
Okay. As you step into the establishment, you see a small, you see a dwarf behind the counter, or behind a counter with books piled around him, along with scrolls and like filled potion vials. He's got several like different staves and wands and all that kind of stuff kind of around the shop, and several more kind of exotic looking pieces behind him. As you walk in, he says, "Oh, hello." Okay, so you guys have gone to the wizard. You have just met Tyron Froststrong.
That
The
problem.
dwarf. You know what? It's Tyrone. It's Tyrone Froststrong. He says, "Hello, welcome to my store. How can I help you?"
We've been commissioned by the captain of the town to disrupt the goblin disturbances underneath the city. She mentioned that you may have something that may aid us with the aquatic situation.
Hmm. You'll be going underwater then.
Indeed.
Yes. Let's see. He turns around and you see him. You hear the like of him unplugging different vials and bottles and stuff, and kind of like shaking them around and messing with them, combining them. You hear little of combustion between these things. And he says, "How long do you think you'll be underwater?"
She didn't really seem equipped to tell us many details, actually.
So we'll best guess we'll say 10 minutes.
No.
Not 10
I don't-
minutes?
I mean, it could be 10 minutes, but that's a really good scenario. I'm assuming it'd probably be more like a couple of hours.
Can you do like 2 days?
With the resources that I have out here, the best I can do is 10 minutes.
Could you do multiple 10 minutes per se? Like cells or charges?
Let me see what I have. And turns back. He says, "By the way, Mageling, have you been to the tower since you've been out here?"
No, not that I can recall. Consider I don't really have the capabilities for spells that would have me travel that far and that fast. I'm not.
Have you heard word of them rounding up unexplainables?
I have heard of that actually. Yes.
Well, I have my. He turns back around. He has like a scroll in his hand. He says, I have my certificate right here. That proves I learned at the school, at the tower.
Oh, you're trying to cover your ass. I see. I open up the scroll.
Same certificate that you have.
Does it have any specialties or areas of expertise?
His area of expertise is actually in enchantment.
An enchantment wizard. That's interesting. Nice to meet you. Officially.
Yes. Nice to meet you too. Your name is.
My name, well, the townsfolk will probably call me Gus, but disregard that. My name is Cindr.
Okay.
And yours again?
Tyrone Frostrom.
Tyrone Frostrom. What a very strong name that is. Look, Mr. Froststrong, we actually just would like to breathe for as long as possible and not die. So I know that you surely will understand that. I was told that there may be a way to not necessarily push you along, but push you along and doing whatever you can. And I lift the sack of bread and I take out one of the crumbles, one of the twist, and then I've already previously halved the loaf before I came in, and I give them half of the loaf as well. And I say,
Okay.
fresh. Actually.
With the materials that I have, I can make 3 potions. I assume all of you want to go.
I quite frankly don't want to be in this country anymore, this kingdom anymore, but we are still here.
I have enough to make 1 potion for an hour, or enough to make 3 potions for 25 minutes.
So let me get
for
this
20
straight.
minutes. I don't know what my math was there.
If I were to, just to see if we could work this out, if I were to sip a certain amount of the potion, I would be able still to breathe underwater for say 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 15 minutes.
I suppose you could ration it like that.
I'm sure it would be difficult, but we may need to at least get ourselves into the water to see what we're dealing with first and then go from there. If that makes sense.
Well, if we get into trouble, wouldn't it make sense for us all to have a potion in handy in case we can't access?
Oh, absolutely. I just meant we could ration our own individual potions off.
Well,
Let's conserve them.
the problem is, what if we only drink half the potion, but it takes us longer than 5 minutes to swim?
You drink the rest of it while you're underwater.
How would you do that?
I mean, technically, you would ingest a lot of that water as well, but it would still. I mean, if you put the, don't think about it too hard, Thu'ban. There's a way.
Well, I believe there has to be some way the goblins are able to get out. Some way other than the sewers. So if we peacefully resolve things or have to resort to violence, there should be another way out.
Aurelius, do you know of any goblins that can breathe underwater?
No.
Do
I know a couple that tried.
It didn't really end up too well for them, I'm assuming.
No, they're dead.
So there's definitely a reserve or somewhere of air. Aurelius. And it's so funny because he's like an adult now, or a teenager at least, a young adult. And so, yes. There has to be reservoir of air for these goblins to be residing in. So my bet is that if we can use our time wisely, we may be able to find this area and get to it before our air runs out.
Yeah, and then once we get to the goblins, I'll talk to them, and everything will be fine, and we'll walk out.
I think it would be safer to consume the whole potion. I would not want to be stuck underwater and run out.
Maybe we should do a test swim first. Maybe see what we're looking at. It's not too deep. You surely have hefty lungs, and I kind of like tap him on his like chest plate.
Can you even swim? You look like you'd sink.
Yes, I can swim. We trained in all forms of athleticism in preparation for becoming a paladin. But I believe the one best equipped to swim is you, Aurelius. You could scout ahead, see how long it takes, and then swim back to the surface and let me in.
I can hold my breath pretty long. I can just see how far I can go and then come back.
Excuse me, Tyron. Is it Tyron or Tyrone? It's Tyrone. Excuse me. Would we be able to purchase some rope from you, or perhaps maybe do you have a slew of magical items? Maybe
magical items. It's been so long since anyone's even asked. His eyes kind of light up. He says, "What are you looking for?"
First, I guess, just what came to mind was ropes of sort that help with locating things or keeping track of things. A normal rope would suffice in this, but if just wondering if any enchantments may be on something, seeing as that's your expertise. And then aside from that, anything else that you may know that may help us excursion.
I've got rope that doesn't break.
That's the best kind of rope.
That's actually fantastic.
And you're taking care of the goblin problem, of course. So maybe
in our own unique way, but we will try and make sure that both parties are happy. Yes.
Okay. I won't question your methods. You are a mageling of the tower, after all.
Thank you.
Let's see. You're looking for enchantment. What kind of weapons do you have?
Well, as you know, I typically just use my staff and my wits. Thu'ban doesn't really have much of the wits, but he can swing a damn sword. I will tell you that much. And then I kind of just like gesture to Thu'ban.
I will have you know, Medina has blessed me with wisdom.
And some of the lore books I've read, wisdom and intellect typically are two different things, but that's another discussion. And Aurelius, well, he's kind of a jack of all trades, really.
Do you all have magic items already? Weapons?
I draw my long sword. Oh wait, no, this one isn't magical. I lied. It's just a +1.
Oh, right, because you did not take remorse as your.
No, I gave remorse to, not Non. I gave it to can't remember his name.
Marivoy?
Marivoy.
Yeah.
Marivoy has it? I don't remember that.
You weren't there for that session.
Oh, that's so cool. Let's go.
I'm gonna dig in my bag and pull out that boomerang. I just kind of found this in my bag one day.
Oh, I take off my helmet.
Oh.
Wait, the boomerang, it literally comes back to you. No matter what? Is that the same one?
Do you want to describe the boomerang?
It's got like a fleshy kind of.
Oh.
It's a new
it's
boomerang.
like it's almost like flesh boomerang, and then it's got like a big eye on the center.
Oh.
that's,
Aurelius,
that's like actually like looking around and blinking and shit.
Aurelius, where did you get this monstrosity?
I sneer at it when you bring it out.
I don't know. Like I said, it popped up in my bag.
Have you ever seen anything like this before, Tyrone?
Tyrone is staring at it like, what the fuck? He says, I tried to identify that for you,
Okay.
but you'll have to leave it here,
For how long?
likely until you've completed your quest.
Well, I can't really use it if I don't know exactly what it does. And it's not like I've been using it. So, yeah, sure. Take it.
He reaches out, and as he starts to reach out, he thinks better of it and puts a glove on, and then like takes it and goes, it's kind of slimy. Okay, I will identify this for you. Puts it down.
Thanks.
He says, and your helmet?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Can I get some rope, too?
Yes, of course. This rope is only 50 feet, but
Okay.
that's the unbreakable rope, by the way. The 50-foot unbreakable rope.
I sort of very much like that.
Thu'ban, you're giving him your helmet?
I'm letting him take a look at it. I mean, it's already been identified, but
He looks at it and he says, Heronian make? It's my best guess.
yes, I believe it belonged to my family.
Kind of spins around and says, very intricate make. These scales all interconnecting and interweaving. He looks in and says, I can even see the shine inside of it.
So you've never seen anything like this?
This must have been a very treasured family heirloom.
It is.
I don't know what else I can do for it without identifying it while you were away.
I think I'll hold on to it. Put my hand back out for it.
Says, very well. It's due. So he steps back. He says, I'll make the potions. I'll be right back out.
Very well.
All right. He turns around. He says right back. He says right back with you, not back out. You guys aren't out anywhere. He turns around and starts mixing things. You hear him like using a mortar and pestle, until he turns back around and has three like aquamarine looking liquidous forms in 3 bottles, and he hands them to you.
How much is this going to cost us?
How much do you have?
Not very much.
Usually I'd make you pay top coin for this. But I'll make an exception for a paladin of the 4 and a mageling. Do you have 5 gold among you?
Good question.
We each got 5 gold from that. Yeah.
Wait, but was that beforehand or was that after we completed the thing?
That'll be after.
I have 5 gold. I have a lot more gold than I thought.
What you're saying is, we gotta get rid of all your gold.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing like that.
Yeah, just I started digging through my bag. There's a few silver coins.
How much do they need?
You said 5
It's
gold.
5 gold.
Oh, this is for the rope.
The rope and the potions.
So everything all
Um,
together?
And the identification. Oh, you know what? The rope, the potions, and the identification will be 15 gold.
Yeah, because I'm not going to use the. I'm not using one of my slots right now just to identify that right now. So screw that.
Oh, I'll give
Um,
him 5 gold, which leaves 10 gold.
Oh, acting like you don't have 160 gold.
I do.
I've got
do.
5 silver.
Actually, all right. This should cover Aurelius and I. Give him 10 gold.
He says, okay, 5 left.
Aurelius and Cindr, you said, right?
I give
I
him
hand over
15
5 gold.
Oh, okay.
I hand him 5 gold. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I take the rope, especially, and the one of the potions as well, and I secure it.
Okay. Okay. He says, be safe.
Thank you, Mr. Froststrong.
All right. I'm going to change this screen to this real quick. We're going to you guys can grab your minis up.
Ooh. Wait, where's my mini?
New map.
I've been looking literally at the Discord this entire time. So oh, the entire world is literally disappearing. That's not bode well at all.
Oh,
How do you spell that captain's name? Rezik?
Rennick.
Rennick. R-E-N-I-K?
Yeah. No, sorry, RENNIC. The nice thing about not streaming now is that I can cut out this little segue right here. Not even worry about it. I just need to find.
Ooh.
You can cut out that other thing earlier.
Shit balls!
Well, Brooks just
we-
forgets to cut this out.
Delete that Reddit.
Wouldn't that be fun? All right, look away from tabletop real quick.
You mean blindfold?
I'm looking at your
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
faces on Discord.
What are you, a noob? Just looking at Fire Genasi art on Pinterest, and by far one of the most aesthetically pleasing races in D&D.
They are pretty. I think all the Genasi are cool.
Cool as hell. I might just only play Genasi going forward. Like, why
Like,
would
I-
you want to play
Yeah, I
anything
was-
else?
I was thinking about making a the Earth Genasi and being like a fighter or a barbarian, but then
Mhm.
I ended up going paladin, and I was like, nah, Dragonborn fits better.
True.
My next character is 100. Well, I wouldn't say 100%, but like I'm strongly leaning towards an orc. I was gonna go half orc, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going full orc barbarian.
I was thinking half orc at some point too, maybe. I don't know yet.
half orcs are really good though.
Yeah.
They're really good. But no, I was like, I just want to be a big old boy.
You know what you always are? Just a big old fat boy.
I was also
Literally, Jorio was the only non-fat boy, I think.
Iron.
Oh yeah.
Iron
Iron was a fat boy.
No, Iron was a sniper. That's
He
dexterity.
was a sniper,
Fat
but
boy, but he was
he
a
was
far
a
away
fat boy in mind. He was
That boy is a lean, mean fighting machine.
he was literally a paladin sniper. I felt like damn near. He was honorable as shit.
My barbarian would be my replacement for Thu'ban if something were to happen to Thu'ban. Unless like someone else were to play like a frontliner, then I would play either a caster or a ranged character. Because I got a pretty dope blood hunter in mind.
I've been thinking monk.
That's what I was thinking too. I
Oh.
wanted to do someone like in faith, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted
Someone
to
Shit.
I wanted to message you about that because you were talking about how they stole your whole flow with the half vampire thing.
They really
I don't
did.
know how I forgot. I think it's because I was working and I meant to send the message, but I was like, you should make a Uncle Iroh monk homebrew subclass and just
Oh, that'd
base
be
it off
sick.
of him. Like giving
Uh,
people like wisdom and inspiration and shit, and then you got some like fire going on.
Ooh, so I'd be like a bard monk.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
kind
But
of like
maybe
half
you-
support, half damage.
Yeah, like a little mix of both. And you could probably get a little bit of healing going in there because you know Uncle Iroh be healing people with the tea.
You just
Healing
need some
mind.
damn healing. That's all. We don't ever have any healers. We don't ever have any motherfucking healers, damn it.
Yeah, I only got so much. I only got 25 on my lay on hands.
Hey, we're
So
still
it's
on
always-
pause, right?
Yeah. You guys are so good.
The Star Wars campaign, bro. I literally have a medic as my secondary character in case Suyun dies or doesn't work out. I want to play that character so bad.
Yeah, I've been thinking about a sentinel with the double bladed lightsaber.
That might be our next affair. I think Chris was considering a new character as well. So
But I
Time for
like all my
TPK.
characters.
after the next TPK, I mean, we'll be primed. It's gonna be like a stupid TPK though too. It's not even gonna be like something like very obvious that we should die from.
If anybody
Because you
dies
guys have
first,
been-
it's gonna be Wolf. Because I'm just gonna go in there starting fights and then getting. One day I'm gonna
Oh,
get my.
it's 100% gonna be fucking Wolf. I hate
Yeah.
that fucking douche, bro.
Yep, he's an
If
asshole.
my
bro.
backstory wasn't tied to his, I would fucking dump him out of my fucking shit, bro.
Yo, he's a fucking jock, bro. Like, whoa.
So fun
I'm-
playing him though, because I take no shit from nobody.
Don't. And I'm just like, bro, relax.
Like
Chill.
Darth Vader could pull up on me and I'd be like, "Fuck you!" and he
Oh
beat
hell
my ass.
no. We gotta. All right. After you saying that, we gotta kill. We gotta find a way to kill. He's too fucking dangerous. He's too dangerous, bro.
I've been getting lucky so far. I haven't lost yet.
You
I've
don't
been
even have
close,
the lucky
though.
feet.
Yeah, bro. The second you stop being an asset to Jax, you'll fucking do you in, bro.
I'm the best muscle in the galaxy. You'll be
Me.
alright.
Trying to...
You would have got bodied by all those Sith if I wasn't the one there, like taking
You talking about in the
the last session.
Oh, the last session. Okay.
That shit was so funny. That you were on your knees and then the Sith trooper had a Gatling gun and just fucking lit you up. Like, holy fuck!
Yeah, bro. But then again, we probably wouldn't be in those aggro situations all the time. Damn it.
Hey, I'm
probably
getting a
We'd be sneaking around all the time.
Just trying to get the last of
But
this.
things would be so less eventful if it wasn't for the wolf getting us into shit.
Yeah, because man, just less danger in my life is just so uneventful, man. It's just like, can you imagine just not being like, completely ran over by a fucking train or hit by a car or, in a shootout with arguably the biggest army the universe has ever seen, and every waking day of your life,
I wouldn't have
No.
it any other way.
having
Yeah.
existential dread.
We're bounty hunters and mercenaries, man. We live danger. It is what it is.
I am an assassin.
Wolf just takes a couple steps too far.
Hey, the day I overstep is the day I die.
Yo, Wolf's,
The day I'm
Wolf's,
gonna keep on stepping.
Wolf's motto is literally "I'm pussy."
Yeah, basically.
It's literally
It smells like bitch in here.
"I'm pussy."
That's exactly what his fucking whole thing is. Guys, stay
Funny thing is,
blindfolded.
he's
Bro, I'm
not
never taking my blindfold off. That's how I prefer to play.
kinky.
Yes, sir.
I'm just looking through D&D Beyond.
D&D.
Dude, there's so many cool races. You saw how they changed orcs? Like they no longer have like the negative thing.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the same as like half orcs except like bigger.
And stupider.
Nope, they took away the negative intellect thing.
Wow. Fucking social justice warriors over here.
Right.
Oh, orcs are smart. Oh,
Bro, there can be smart orcs. They just have to overcome an obstacle.
yeah, like they're pea brain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like shit. I can't help it. Brain, buddy. Oh man.
Just making sure got everything I need.
Oh, that Bloodmancer I was telling you guys about, I'm 100% basing that off of Blood Mages from Dragon Age and Bloodbenders from Avatar.
Everybody wants to be a fucking bloodbender until they
Yeah, everybody
realize
wants
you
to be
have
a
to
blood-
bloodbend during the full moon. Oh yeah, I'll rob banks. We're like, bitch, you literally have to like do that during a full moon. So
True,
banks will
but,
literally
I mean-
just like maximize their prison. They're like they'll maximize like their defenses during full
Oh,
moons.
you got a point, bro. By now, in today's society, bro, everybody would know about it.
Everything would shut down on full
Every
moons.
full moon would be like a big thing.
A purge. It'd be like the purge.
Literally, it'd be like the anti-purge. Yeah, everybody be like, all right, y'all have robbed the
Walmart
last fucking
would be
bank.
hiring bloodbenders to fucking work for them on the full moon, just in case other bloodbenders come try to rob Walmart.
Everybody would just be fucking crumping in the streets.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Shit, let me take this blindfold off and find out real quick, bro. Also, I'm not calling Tyrone. It's Tyron, bro.
That's fine.
I'm kidding. I didn't think you were gonna say that's fine that fast. Okay, shit. This shit. Okay.
All right, actually, everybody keep your blindfolds on.
Oh my god.
I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm just looking at the Discord.
Oh, you guys are just gonna keep your blindfolds on until you guys get into the into the actual cave.
Old for you to assume we're going to the cave. I'm just going for the pool party. Damn fucking flies keep flying around my ears.
Damn, I was thinking about a dwarf fighter too. There's so many characters.
This is the first time I've ever done underwater, so this is gonna be fun. All right, so we're recording again. All right, so you guys have finished talking to Tyrone. Where are you guys going now?
Are we ready for the sewers and the goblins, or do we need rest?
I'm ready. If you guys are.
Let's
Cindr?
should we, send Aurelius to scout a little bit first, perhaps?
Well, you have to find the place first.
That's true.
Captain said it was like down a well.
Sewers.
Let's
Find the sewer.
let's go. It's behind the inn, I believe she said, so shouldn't be too hard to find.
We will follow you as close as we can, Aurelius, until we reach the water. Then it's up to you to scout ahead.
Okay.
And let's head in the direction of the inn.
I put my hood up as we venture out, and
Okay.
I'll stay in the rear. I'm just making sure of anyone watching us or any strange movements in the distance.
I'll lead the way over the well. or whatever.
Sewer.
It does not appear as though anyone is following you as you continue on. So you guys have made your way to the well, right? As you walk towards the well, you do not. It's deep and dark and kind of musty down there. Clearly, you do see, there's like the one water bucket or whatever for the well, and the water is risen up. No, I'm not gonna say that. You can't see deep down into the well as it's pretty dark down in it, with the well top overhead, so that the sun isn't making it super hot water, which also blocks out a lot of the sunlight that you would have had to be able to see deeper into it.
Okay. So the captain said there's like a bucket.
Yep.
That leads down into it. Right. How big is this bucket? Can I get in it?
You could two while standing. You could probably put 2 feet and stand in it.
Okay. I'm gonna like test the rope, see if it's sturdy.
Feels
And then
pretty sturdy.
Step into the bucket.
Okay.
That poor person who drinks from that well next.
Look at my dirt-caked fucking boots.
All right, you step into the bucket, and it kind of like tenses for a second. It starts dropping. It starts dropping actually rapidly. Thu'ban and Cindr, you guys are standing right there. You see the like winch, or not winch, the winch kind of going down as it starts rapidly falling down the well.
There's a rope that should be outside as well, right? Or is there gear of some sort that we can hold?
Yeah, the winch.
Oh, it's actually called a winch. I grab it immediately.
Okay. Make me a strength check or an athletics check.
I want to help him.
Thu'ban over here sleeping.
Okay.
It's like, I got a whole -1, bro.
All right, you want to help him? So go ahead and
yeah.
both of you roll an athletics check.
All right, I got a athletics 17 actually.
17, dang.
13.
Cindr, you actually managed to pretty much get a hold of it just fine by yourself.
Okay.
Thu'ban's assistance does help, but it was not necessarily required.
Can I flavor it? That
Absolutely.
I grab, so I go and grab it, and it's a little bit more slippery. Like otherwise, I would have like had it, and so I almost get like brought up by the winch itself, and then Thu'ban like literally has to grab my torso, like stop me from going, and then I look over, Aurelius.
That was fun.
We could drop him right now if we no one would ever know a thing, Thu'ban.
It's tempting.
All right, and I kind of like get down, and I'll hold it long enough for Thu'ban to get a good clean hold on it, because he very obviously is better equipped at this. Do you take it, Thu'ban?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna look over, and I'm going to cast produce flame into, not obviously down into it on top of Aurelius, but like hover it, my hand into the well, so that way it can illuminate the well as Aurelius is lowered down.
Okay.
We did tie the indestructible rope to Aurelius, right?
I've
No.
got a rope. I've got a rope.
I don't. This was to pull you out just in case. Okay, well,
Wait, what?
never mind. You have your own rope, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, I tossed my rope down too. Tie the ropes together and then tie the other end around your waist.
Okay.
We should have 100 feet, I believe. If you haven't cut your rope.
All right. I'll splice them together.
Okay. So you guys, you splice them together. You go down. Are you guys slowly lowering him down into the well?
I would say
Oh.
Thu'ban, maybe.
When he says he's ready, yes.
Okay. As you lower him down into the well, he goes about 50 feet before Aurelius. You start to feel water, or like you hear water below you, kind of flowing.
Quick thing, sorry, Brooks. Would I be able to cast mold earth and mold the earth around my end of the rope?
To do
So
what?
it is. So I want to have
To hold
something
it in place?
stronger than me, something stronger than both of us to hold this rope in place so it doesn't move. Like if it's tugged.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll
Yeah.
have to do
That's something you can do.
Cool. It is done.
I'm gonna wait until the bucket touches the water, and then I'm gonna yell out, "Stop!"
Okay. The water continues a little further. Or the well continues a little further, probably about another 30 feet, and then it touches the water.
Realizing how deep I am and how much rope is left, I'm gonna yell out, "Throw me the other end of the rope. I'll tie it to the bucket. Then you can just pull the bucket up."
Okay. Wait. But the indestructible rope would be in between. We can still lose you. You know that, right? Your rope is not indestructible at the end.
It's a good rope.
It's a good rope. Famous last words. And I cast mold earth again, remove the rope, and then I toss it down to Aurelius.
Okay.
I'll take it and tie it into the rope just above the bucket.
Literally a bucket submarine.
And once I've got it all tied in, I'll dive down.
Okay. Okay. You get down. Your feet. Basically, as soon as you go in, it is completely water filled. Like you are about to be underwater the second you get out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
All right. You underwater. You can not really see anything beyond a couple like greenish kind of like glowing further down in the place. You see a couple bits of like light sort of bending through the water from somewhere up ahead that slightly illuminates the different sections of the cave itself. Up ahead, so you drop in. I'm not going to pull the map up just yet. As you drop in, you see what once clearly was a like goblin encampment, like on the ground and like kind of not some floating to the top, but kind of mid-density kind of region. You see different like tents and tarps and like goblin masonry and whatnot, as well as some goblin bodies that have kind of floated to the top and have chunks missing out of them, like they've been bitten.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep going.
And you're underwater, so you're 20-minute. You drank the potion, right?
No, the first one is gonna be without the potion.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so as you go down, you see the place all around you submerged is about there's about 60 feet from top to bottom, all filled with water, obviously. As you look further about 40 feet ahead of you, you see an opening, like a larger opening, from the section of the well that you've gone down in.
I'm gonna try to beeline towards that.
Okay.
And see what's on the other side of that before I.
Okay. As you go further in, you can make out more of this like goblin encampment, kind of weapons and all that kind of stuff, kind of floating around. Make me a perception check.
Just do it on D&D Beyond.
Oh, world's watching. No pressure.
12.
As you're swimming, you're kind of swimming through a large mass of this encampment, tents kind of blocking your vision on either side and kind of around you as these small canvas are floating around. Some sort of intuition tells you that something just swam past you.
I'm gonna turn my head real quick and see if you can see anything.
You don't see anything.
All right.
Oh,
No, and I
wow.
don't. I don't really have the time to go investigate that. I'm just gonna keep pushing forward.
Okay. You continue further through this, and you reach. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
14.
Just so you guys are aware. After 1 plus con bonus minutes of holding your breath underwater, you fall unconscious. So you have, what's your con modifier? The 1?
+1.
So you have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Then you can be underwater. And you just have light armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you wearing your light armor?
Yes.
Okay. Because I did not specify this previously, because I didn't know. Apparently, when you're wearing even light armor, you have to make a DC 10 strength check each round. And if you fail, your speed goes to 0. And you lose an item.
Oh, and you lose an item?
Yeah, and lose 1 carried item, shield, or weapon.
Oh, shit.
If you choose,
I did not know all that.
yeah, I also did not. If you choose to remove your armor after entering the water, it will take one minute. 10 rounds. A successful DC 15 dexterity check will cut that time in half. During this time, you cannot swim or take any other actions. However, we can retcon and say that you took off your light armor if you want to do that.
Sure, we'll say it's in the bucket. How about
Okay. Because I don't want to screw you over for something that I didn't know about.
that? Yeah. Let's just say I took off my leather armor, put it in the bucket, dumped it.
Okay. All right. So, yes. So you are swimming. You make it to the big big pool, I guess I would say. And at the bottom of the pool, you see kind of like a swirl, like you would in a drain, but it's not leading anywhere.
Is there any like pockets of air or anything?
There are not.
Looking up.
No, instead you look up and you see the water kind of all the way up to the top of the cave. Below you see what looks to be like grass, like seagrass or like cave grass that has kind of grown in the meantime, but it's quite long. It's about 5 feet tall at the bottom of the cave. And quite dense.
Okay. How long have I been under now?
I would say now you've been under for about here. About 40 seconds.
I'm gonna push a little bit further through like the seaweed stuff and see if I can
Are you swimming towards the bottom? So this is gonna be swimming is gonna be really kind of a 3D sort of space. So you guys can tell me like bottom of the cave, middle of the cave. I have stands on Tabletop Simulator, so we're not gonna need to worry about that too much once we actually go to the simulator, but
I'm just mostly looking for a way forward that, like, we're not going to just go into a dead end.
okay. You see to your left in the big cave, there is a barricade that is from the bottom to the top, of goblin make, but looks like it's mostly wooden, so it looks like it's kind of chipped away, like kind of rotted a little bit. And then there's a passage forward that has the grass kind of going taller up about another 2 feet, 3 feet. And then there is another path to your right. So as you go in straight on ahead, you can go through, and then to your right, there's one that has a cave, or walls that have kind of closed in on one spot, but looks like you would be able to slip through it.
Okay. I'm going to start making my way back.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Eight.
You once again kind of get this feeling that something has swam past you as you move back through those canvases. All right, you get to the bucket.
You all right, Aurelius? As I
Yeah.
help. Oh, I can't help him. I'm all
There's a couple passageways. It goes pretty far. Farther than the rope can reach. Are you guys ready?
Do you think we need to take our potions, or could we make it?
We need the potions.
And how long did they give us again? 20 minutes each?
Question: do we have a bag of holding? I thought someone got a bag of holding. Do you have one, Cindr?
I don't think so. I would have added that to my inventory.
We never got a bag of holding. Okay.
I think Miro had one.
Annie has that ring that I wanted. Dragon on it.
Tired of these players taking our stuff and dipping.
Damn it. That's so useful. Guess we'll carry our stuff. I guess. I don't really know how this is gonna work.
It's gonna be easier
Uh,
said than done.
I'm
Unless-
gonna tell you, for heavy armor, you cannot swim while wearing heavy armor, giving you an effective speed of 0.
I was about to jump in with heavy armor on and just die.
Whenever you are in water, you lose any
just
carried
heard!
shields and weapons and begin to sink. You make a DC 25 strength athletics check each round. Success
He would
keeps your
literally
head
just
above the
drown.
water.
Bro, you gotta fight to survive in light armor. Of course you're gonna die in heavy armor.
I'll take my pack off because it doesn't make sense to get the pack wet either. Is there anywhere we can hide our stuff so it's not like stolen?
Could always bury it.
That's a method.
Is there something nearby I can like hide it behind?
There's a farmer's pigsty that's nearby.
Oh no.
Does it have a hole in the roof?
It does.
Oh no, I knew I recognized this here.
Alright, is there anything on the other side of the is it sewers or a well? I thought you said
It's a well.
sewers.
It's a well.
It's a well.
The
Okay, I don't
captain
know
said
why.
2 things. He was drunk as hell, and
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm gonna put it on the side that faces away from the town so hopefully less people can see it.
Okay. And there is hay and straw and stuff like in that pigsty.
Okay. I'll look around and then if I don't see anyone, I'm gonna take some of the hay and cover my gear. And I'm gonna take off all my armor and everything and put it next to it and cover that up too. So the only thing I should have on me is like my shield and my sword.
Okay.
I'm literally going to cast Mold Earth. Or yeah, I'm gonna. I don't have to cast it because I guess I still have that
big
earth
brain, baby.
molded from the rope,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna toss my gear, my light armor, my my backpack and all that stuff that would cause like unnecessary weight, and I would toss it in there, and then I would take my cloak off, my like direwolf cloak, put it on top of those things, and then put the earth back on it.
Okay.
And then I will grab some hay and some stones that I see that are just sitting around, and I'll just put it in like just like lay them in a desirable way for me to recognize where they are when I get back.
Okay. What exactly are you guys bringing with you into this?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Just my my amulet, which is around my neck, my sword and my shield, my cape and armor, all my other belongings and everything is hidden.
Yeah, everything's in the bucket for me except for my. I've got a dagger, elixir of health on me, and my rope.
How many small pouches would you say we would just be carrying on us and like adventuring? It's like little tiny pouches.
I mean, I'd say probably like 4.
Okay. I'm going to put.
Sorry, Aurelius, you said dagger, elixir of health, and
Sorry.
Rope.
rope. Okay, Cindr.
I'm going to put the rest of my remaining coinage is going to be underneath the earth, about 5 feet underneath the earth.
Okay.
But I'm going to bring 30 gold with me. I'm going to bring the necessary components like copper for message.
Damn, son, you got money.
And whatnot. And then
So your component pouch?
Yeah, so I'll take my coin pouch and I'm gonna put 30 gold into like another pouch.
I said your component pouch.
Oh yes, my component pouch. I'm gonna take 30 gold. I'm gonna take my staff, which I'm going to put into like my like belt.
Okay.
Keeps my trousers up. And then I'm also going to my spell book. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
How am I gonna
Being
do
a
with my
wizard
spell
sucks
book?
at a time like this.
we need a bag of holding.
Well,
like,
I have druid spells, so I can potentially get but I can only use my druid spells. unless unless I draw the other spells into the ground and then cast them that way, would that be something that I could potentially do? Is that how your magic world works in your world?
I'd be fine with that.
Cool.
Now, if you're underwater,
Takes time.
any verbal
Oh.
spells, anything that requires verbal can't be done.
That is true. I will keep that in mind. But I am gonna cast Mage Armor right now.
Mage armor. Okay.
Yes. So.
How long does that last?
Mage Armor lasts 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
Yes. So let's take off my.
So
Do I even have light armor on? I don't have
Probably
armor
not.
on.
Yeah.
Wizard. I'm a wizard.
Leaf never had any.
Yeah, cool. So my AC is still 13. Let's go. Well, with Mage Armor at least. Let's get it. I am unchanged outside of my spellbook.
see, this is the
So-
fun exploring, D&D that we've never done.
Ugh,
Yeah,
this is
so
hard.
I'm keeping the longsword on me, which is 3 pounds.
Yeah.
The shield is 6, so that's 9 pounds. How heavy, because you never put it there, how heavy is the helmet? Because I'm considering whether I want to take the helmet or not.
It's like 3 pounds.
So 9, 10, 11, 12 pounds. 12 pounds wouldn't really affect me too much, right? I'm a big boy.
You're strong, so I'd say no.
All right, I'm
Oh.
gonna keep the helmet on.
Oh, my AC is 15 actually. Now.
But-
Let's go.
Everything
that's
else
another
is
thing
just,
You need to remember,
Go
you
ahead.
do not have your armor on, so your AC is lowered.
Which is why I cast Mage Armor. Mage Armor. Because I'm actually stronger now than I've ever been, which is really weird.
if I was a
Now that you're
barbarian, I'd be
naked.
like, if I was a barbarian, I'd be like, I am the armor. Let everything hit me.
Well, you got scales. Just you know,
Yeah.
might attract sharks if you get cut open.
Okay.
Are you
guys
ready, friend? As I
Why
put
you
my
gotta say
hand.
things like that?
What's up?
Why you gotta say things like that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we're in the mountains. There's no sharks here, right?
You're the DM fucking ideas.
You're right. Yes, I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Let's get this over.
We're coming down, Aurelius.
How are we?
Water's
going
pretty nice.
How are you going down?
You can
Can I
shimmy down
jump
the rope.
in and just no? Yeah. Guess we'll just shimmy down the rope. Thu'ban's going first though. I'm not getting crushed. Just fails like a check. I'm just like a pancake.
Bacon
Yeah,
pancakes.
I'll wrap my leg
Rope
around
to snap.
the rope and then using both my other hands start going down.
I
Wow.
will
Oh, that
try
means
and
yeah, that's the right
will-
technique.
I will try and do that.
Got fucked up
Follow
in
what
boot
he's
camp.
doing and probably fail. It's like trying to cheat on the test.
I look
just-
up as he's doing it. I'm like, you all right up there?
I'm good. And then I literally just start sliding down because like it doesn't burn my hands. So it's
That's a
just
good
like,
point. Roper
whatever.
doesn't matter to you.
what is friction? But not matching my normal body temp already. And so,
Shit, your hands just start getting comfortable then.
damn, there was a shit Theseus joke in there. I didn't hit it.
They never taught you how to rappel down a rope at wizard school, did they?
It's not called wizard school, first of all, Thu'ban. And secondly, no, they didn't. I grew up on the streets. If you didn't know. So
I can tell.
yeah, I can tell. You look at you not looking too hot with your feeling kind of naked there. I bet you can feel the breeze.
Okay.
Oh, I feel fine.
You guys get into the water. What's the order of march?
Tank first.
I'll lead the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you're right. You came
All
back
right,
up.
wait, hold up. Cheers, everybody. Take out my potion.
Yep.
I go over and smell Aurelius just to make sure there's no liquor in there.
So are we going to drink half of it or all of it?
Do you think we need to drink the whole thing to make it all the way?
imagining it's pretty cramped as well. Like 3 dudes.
It's like Thu'ban takes a leap. We're like standing on his shoulders. It's like each.
Thu'ban's like taking up 3/4 of the well.
I'm just like, yeah. So, think we're gonna. Let's just drink. Let's just drink the whole thing.
Very well.
I mean, I have no reasoning to go either way. So.
Hopefully, there's another way up.
I chug as well.
All right. As you chug it, it kind of like.
I chug it and then I spit just a little bit out back into it.
Oh, that
It's
makes
like, yeah, just a little bit.
Actually, I'm gonna spit that last minute out.
Yeah, spit that last minute out, and I'm gonna cap it.
Okay, it smells and tastes like salt water.
What? This is saline?
But as you take it, each of you start feeling something happening on your neck.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
As suddenly
no.
gills open up on the sides of your throat. As you're standing, yep. I was about to say.
Get down! Water, Sandy.
Okay, what do you guys do?
Come on.
I go in the water. I just like
Okay.
sink down.
The water kind of not evaporates, but like explodes around you like you just did a cannonball. All right, Thu'ban, Cindr, Aurelius, as you guys go down, you land in the water, you kind of in this space. I'm going to give you each a stand.
I only have 19 minutes on my breathing.
Can we take
He's
the
compromised himself, man. That last minute's gonna.
Yeah, you guys
be
can take the
deciding
blindfolds
factor.
off.
Hey, bro, you never know when you'll need that minute. You never know. I can imagine how funny that was. Just wait. Sorry.
Actually,
It's a little spittle. I think I'll have it again.
All right, so these stands, you can right-click on them. Let me.
Oh yeah, we're playing on tabletop. Keep
Yep.
forgetting.
All right, these
My
stands,
blindfold's still on.
you can right-click on them and then place yourselves up. So the highest is
6.
yeah, the highest is 6, so that's 60 feet up
Oh shit.
from the bottom. So ground level is without the stand.
oh, that's so cool.
10 feet is on the stand, and then so on and so forth. Okay, so that's kind of how we're doing the 3D space. It might be a little confusing, a little challenging, but we'll get it. So you guys going into the water. How high up are you guys going? You guys are in complete control of your stands, how high you're swimming, from each other, all that.
I would probably be close to the
about
bottom,
midway.
but yeah, but not too close. So maybe like 1 or 2 on the stand.
All right. As you move, yeah, it's gonna be a little. There'll be a bit of that, and that's fine.
Can you lock us to the stand so that way we'll
I
adjust with it?
tried to do that. Actually, let me try something real quick.
When you take the stand, it takes the character on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just meant for when you put the character down.
We would need to. It's a different state, so like if you're on it right now, it would change the state and it would remove like your character.
Okay, cool. Just a
Yeah,
thought.
I tried
Just
that. I
wondering.
tried that with something else, and it was going to take more time than it was worth.
All good.
Okay, so you move through. Aurelius, you're kind of leading them. You guys are breathing just fine underwater.
So cool.
As you continue through what you have already ventured through, Aurelius, The canvas and all that kind of stuff seems, it's still kind of floating around. Cindr and Thu'ban. Is this your order of march? Aurelius, then Thu'ban, then Cindr?
Yes.
Or order of swim?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not to waste any time, I'm going to swim right past everything.
Okay.
Following.
Make me a perception check, all three of you, as you swim through this encampment with the tents and all that kind of stuff all around.
Perception.
19.
2.
Oh, baby, that 20!
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's a 25.
All right.
Harry. Oh my God. Who did this?
I was trying to grab mine.
Who did this?
I actually grabbed yours.
Can I unsee it?
Now it's
Aurelius.
slanted. Oh, there it is.
You see the shadow out ahead of a gigantic constrictor snake.
Oh.
Gigantic.
And it's
It's
it
about-
relative to the height in the tabletop?
Yes.
Like that's up towards the okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd see it off rip too, right?
What'd you get?
A 19.
Yes, you also would.
Cool.
So you kind
I
of see it
did-
swimming. It doesn't seem like it's like turning around at you or anything. It's just swimming above.
As soon as I notice, I'm gonna point up and then start swimming down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go down.
Yeah, I look up. Now do I notice it since he pointed it out?
Now you notice it.
Oh yeah, I kind of hurriedly follow him down.
It appears to be going up, and Aurelius, you see the small section over here that you would be able to slide through, and it kind of zooms down through that section and slowly disappears behind the cave wall.
Okay. All right. Well, in
It is
that
also
case,
quite dark in here, I have to say,
Dark vision.
Yep.
I'm
which
gonna-
is halved.
Indeed. So regular vision.
I'm gonna start leading the party, not towards the barricade or to the way the snake went, but the third way.
Okay. Towards the place with all the high grass.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second.
The Pokemon.
Exploration.
Oh no, there's a Pokemon.
Who's that Pokemon?
Cindr, I choose you. It's a Gyarados.
From inside of from inside the water or the grass, you see the grass kind of shaking and moving further back towards the path, or like the way you're going. At the very bottom, like baseline, you just kind of see the tops of the grass kind of flowing around.
And as far as I can tell, it's just flowing with the current, not
Yeah.
something disturbing it.
Yep. Actually, make me a perception check.
– 19.
Okay. You see like little red, like razor-like fins, kind of like moving through it. Very like small.
Okay. I'm going to swim up
Okay.
above the grass. Continue forward.
I'm gonna follow suit. So what is that? State 2?
I'm on 4 right now. if that's above the grass.
Yeah, it is. State 4 is about. State 1 would be above the grass. State 4 is like about 30 feet above the grass.
Okay, that's good.
Cindr, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm following. I'm just realizing how fucked I am actually underwater. It's like I should have stayed up. I should have stayed up. Okay, great.
All right.
One spell, baby. One spell.
As you continue, you see more. You see the grass kind of shake violently, and then another goblin body, now with fresh blood and meat kind of coming off of it, rises above the grass, up until pretty much like in between you and or Thu'ban and Aurelius.
I'm gonna look back at Thu'ban and Cindr for a second, and then I'm gonna swim a little bit higher.
I am following everything
Likewise.
this man-child does. Yeah.
Okay. As you approach this next large kind of enclave, Cindr, make me a perception check.
Oh, yeah.
The one in the back.
All right. 17.
Hmm.
Everyone
cons-
knows that Fire Genasi dies first.
The constrictor snake. It's not that high up. On the ground. Oh, where'd it go?
No. Even worse.
I lost him.
Well, we put the wizard in the back.
The constrictor snake is right below you.
I
Just
swim
kind
faster.
of going around on the ground.
I swim faster up the Thu'ban.
Okay.
And I tap him on the shoulder and I go.
I grab him and like throw him, like propel him forward as like hard as I can, so he's like in front of me.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. Make me an assisted athletics check.
I'm going to upon success. Oh, sheesh.
All right, 20. Dirty 20.
30, 20. Okay, you like fling him. He goes, Cindr, you can go as high up or far as you would like to.
I'm going just because I'm sure like I wouldn't really be able to. I didn't tell Thu'ban where to throw me, so I'm assuming I'm just going forward like he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab onto Aurelius lightly, and also point down and let him know the situation instead of swimming blind. Of course, I can't say anything, so I gesture. Yeah.
You swim up to the top of the camp. I noticed that.
Your son. You should be able to squeeze in now.
Okay. All right. This section, it goes higher. The grass gets taller as you reach this section here that Aurelius had not seen. As you approach it, suddenly you see a group of quippers, basically piranha-likes.
Oh no.
We're so fucked.
Rush up to Aurelius.
That's only if they're hungry, though, right? Oh no, they're not like normal piranhas, of course.
Roll for initiative.
5.
Roll for. Come again? Roll for what?
I threw you forward at the wrong time.
Literally threw me right into danger.
Oh, I got a 6.
All right.
I saw that on D&D Beyond.
Initiative plus 2. I got a 15.
I got a 5.
Oh no.
I'm so
We're so done. We're done. As soon as 1 ounce of blood is in this water, bro, we're dead.
Run account. So your initiatives were
Cindr 15. I think Aurelius, you got a 12?
Let's got a 6.
I got a 6.
I got a 5.
all right.
Uh,
Cindr, you were up first.
Fuck. What do I even do? I'm gonna use my movement to. You said they were like by a tall grass, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna swim directly for that grass. Of course, like out of the way of the fish, out of the path of the fish, but I'm gonna go straight for that grass.
Okay.
Don't leave me, bro.
So keep in mind, there's a group of them, but I'm gonna mark them with just one so that it's easier for me to have the space for them with this. So right now they're base level. I know, I said they shot up. They're 10 feet.
I'm about to say, oh, fucking course. It's like all in the grass. Like, oh, word? Well, that's good.
how low is the grass?
The grass is 7 foot tall.
Okay, so base level.
Yeah, they're coming out of the grass.
Oh, they're coming out of the grass?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I mean, never mind. I didn't know that. I thought they were just like, swimming in the water and then they just shot up.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I mean, guess I can still swim down there. It's not better than being in the open. So yeah, I'm gonna actually. They're not close enough for me to do anything still right now. So I'm going to. Hiding is an action, correct?
Hiding is an action.
I'm gonna swim 30 feet down. Will I reach the grass by then?
No.
How much further do I have to go to reach the grass?
You're 60 feet above right now. It's 7 foot tall
Okay.
from
so I
the
would
from
have
the base
to-
level. So you'd have to go 50 feet down,
Could dash.
or a little bit more than 50 feet down.
Yeah, but my swim speed is not as much as my walking speed. So, what's the average swim speed again?
Uh,
I mean, I'm not a water genasi, so it's not like it's.
we should have that written down actually. Swim speed 5U. While climbing or swimming, each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. So basically, 2 feet per
Half.
one.
Yeah, so you're halved.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. Well, I will dash downward then.
Okay.
So 30 feet.
But we can mark that too. I'm customizing your guys' stuff on D&D Beyond right now, so you know.
Cool. No big deal. Giant snake behind us. Piranha, man-eating piranha in front of us. We only
Yeah,
have
basically.
probably, 17 more minutes of breath left. This is going great. This is going fantastic.
Okay,
Actually,
so
you have
you-
16, sir.
That means you have 18 actually.
Okay, so you push down. This is where you are, right? Cindr's in the middle.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I dash. I mean, like I might be under Aurelius now, as far as like at an angular. Like I'm going towards the graph, but I'm going downwards. So
Okay.
I'm under Aurelius. Just yeah.
So you're about 30 feet below Aurelius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now it is the Quipper's turn. The swarm of them, they move 40 feet.
It's a lot of
So-
feet.
Damn.
Let me actually grab these. I will link them together.
Excuse me. I'm smelling a TPK, baby.
Nuh-uh. I'm about to.
Nuh-uh.
I'm about to.
Speak for yourself.
I'm about to. I'm about to bust on you.
It's supposed to be
Who made spells verbal, anyways?
Wizards
Damn
of
it.
the Coast.
Whose bright idea was this? Technically, that's still words, right?
Wait, if we can breathe underwater, can we not talk?
Oh.
You can't talk through
Ah.
gills, bro.
How do you
Yeah,
know?
you can.
You ever had gills? You ever had gills?
I'd
know what?
say
I'll
you
look that
can.
up. Spellcasting is
Check out-
totally disallowed underwater unless the caster can speak underwater.
Which I can because I have gills. I just speak fish now.
Yeah, he's like firebolt.
Fireball.
Yeah. You can just ignore the water in your mouth because you have the gills. So.
First identification.
Have the caster perform. Okay, so instead we'll say this.
I pass mold earth.
You have to create, or you have to make a concentration check before casting a spell.
Oh shoot! I dig it.
Hmm.
And if you can pass that, then the spell will work. But if you don't pass that, then it's kaput.
What modifier do I use for
It's
concentration?
complete.
I believe it's Constitution.
Okay, cool,
Yeah, I think it's
Constitution
Constitution
is a
saving throw.
cool. Understood. I end my turn.
It wasn't your turn. It was the Quipper's turn, dummy.
My name is Clifford, actually, dummy.
Oh shit, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
Right.
Constitution saving throw.
Go ahead, King.
All right. Yeah, the Quippers move their. Actually, I guess technically they can move 80 feet if that's all they do. That is what they do.
Man, get out of here, bro.
So they were 10. They move. 40 would be that. So they're at Aurelius's level. They are now. The swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa, and the swarm can move through any opening large enough for a tiny equipment. Gain hit points. Okay. Ah! All right. For the sake of ease, Aurelius, the swarm is all around you.
They're literally surrounding me.
They're literally surrounding you.
Fuck! That ruins my plan.
And it is Aurelius's turn.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
All right.
That man said he was about to busk. I remember that specifically.
Yeah. I'm gonna panic.
The opposite of rage.
I would like to panic.
I'm gonna freak out here, and
I'm writing that down. That's a new D&D shirt idea.
I'd like to panic.
and I'm going to cast Shatter, originating from me.
Okay. Is it a verbal spell.
Yeah, all my spells are verbal. I can't cast anything.
You can with the concentration check.
Uh,
Oh, I'm gonna write that down too.
It's verbal, somatic, and material.
Okay.
Or
Well,
innate.
somatic is fine. You can use your hands. You have a component pouch as well. You just have to make the concentration check,
Yeah, okay.
which is a Constitution saving throw.
And I got a 7.
Okay, it fails.
What? I don't do anything.
All right, Thu'ban, it's your turn.
shit. So I am currently 60 feet up, and like, what would you say? Like roughly like 15, 20 feet behind him.
Yeah, I'd say about 15 feet behind him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my movement. We're gonna say if I can place it there. I'm above Cindr, but like right next to I don't think I can move in there. I'm
Yeah,
right
you
next
can.
to
Aurelius.
Aurelius. And
Okay,
like I draw my shield and my sword and I stab at one of the quippers.
Okay. Yeah, you move into the space. The quippers are all around you now as well. You've basically entered into like this swarm of quippers kind of swimming around you and Aurelius as Cindr is below you guys watching basically your silhouettes dance among these quippers.
It looks nice in the grass.
Alright, so I'm rolling for an attack. Do I get advantage because I'm right next to
You should, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, first one was a 16. Alright, we're going with the 16 because I rolled a nat 1. So a 16 to hit. And damage is 10 damage. You said the 16 hits, right? I hope
Yeah.
the 16
Yeah.
hits. Okay, shit.
And what'd you roll for damage?
10 on the
10.
first attack.
You, as you swing your sword, you manage to cut a couple of them.
Satan! Satan!
There's a voice modular on right now.
Oh, oops. As
I
you
was like, wait.
my bad. You managed to cut a bunch of them in half.
Alright, I'm gonna swing again in the opposite direction now.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep some of that for dinner, by the way.
Ooh, 26 on the first
Shoot!
swing. Yeah, we'll go with the 26. And the damage is 10 damage again.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, there are not many of them left.
And using my okay, my bad.
But the blood kind of like pools out in the water.
And using my bonus action, I'm just gonna, as best as I can, try to shove one with my shield.
Okay. Yeah, one's like coming torpedoing like right towards you.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Cindr, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, baby. I'm gonna swim deeper into that grass.
Okay. Okay. You use all your movement?
Before I go, can I look behind me?
Yeah.
What's that snake doing, bro?
The
Snake's
snake.
naked.
The snake is just chilling at the bottom of the water, just kind of watching you guys.
You just vibing?
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
mean,
I'm about to
cool.
eat some fish tonight.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
This
slither.
is an offering, right? You know. All right, I'm
Yeah, he's
gonna.
moved like 5 feet.
I'm gonna go. That's real sus. That's even more sus than him moving normally. But I'm gonna continue into the grass. Gonna have my staff just like at the ready in my hand.
Okay.
With my but it's gonna be in my offhand, so in my non-swinging hand, which is my left hand. And I'm gonna keep going and reach the grass. I hope.
All right. It's the Quipper's turn. Aurelius, do you have any damage on you already?
No.
No.
I'm gonna leave
About
this
to.
back here. And
You're
then
like
I'm gonna
your full health.
Yeah.
Cinder's piece down here. There we go. That's accurate, right?
All
Oh
right.
shit! I disappeared.
Oh.
I'm like in this rock somewhere down here.
Did.
Oh, I see myself. Never mind.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm just. Sorry.
The Quippers attack Thu'ban. A little sneaky on you. The remaining Quippers all kind of whirl around and start trying to bite at Thu'ban. And got an 18.
I only have 2 armor class, so yeah, that is.
Right.
Because of my shield.
Ooh. Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
The 16 of my armor was from the heavy plate, but I took that off, so.
Okay, as they rush past you and kind of bite at your body, you take 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
I used my reaction to use.
Sorry. Hold on.
You said no, you don't.
You take 8. You take 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Much better.
And I used my reaction to use my racial vengeful assault and swing back. I love that racial.
Okay.
19 to so 27 to hit.
God damn. Okay.
And 8 damage. I'm rolling really low. I've rolled 1 and 3 on all my attacks for damage.
As you swing your sword, at the remaining ones, kind of like wildly swinging around, trying to get them after they bit you. Aurelius, you see as Thu'ban swings, he actually manages to hit the rest of them that were grouped together, and they all kind of start falling down and then rising up to the top of the cave.
I'm gonna smack Thu'ban on the chest with both hands. And...
I'm gonna give you a nod and like stow my blade in my shield so I can swim.
Cindr, you are in the grass, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, combat is ended. As you are in that grass, you
Uh-oh.
Ready and attack.
make me a make me an athletics check. As you swim through this, as you're swimming through the grass, and suddenly you hear or feel the water behind you move
Whoa.
as the constrictor snake pounces on you.
Oh my god.
You thought he was just chilling there.
All of a sudden he was just chilling there and now he's like, I'm hungry, and he doesn't eat the fish.
Yeah,
Like,
he
right
said.
there.
He said,
Oh
"Oh, you
my
think you
God.
think I'm sus? You right?"
I rolled a 3.
You
-1.
you are grappled in the grass.
But
Okay.
I'm just rolling against his straight up action, right?
No, his DC.
Oh, fuck.
That was his escape DC. And we'll end our session there.
Oh my god. Wait, I have something. I'm not done yet.
Uh,
I'm not done yet.
do you
Literally.
have something?
Yes, I have important.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I rolled
Okay.
a 14 and a 2 today. Can I use the 14?
Sure.
All right.
You're still grappled in the grass.
Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, bro.
We'll end our session there.
Oof. I tried it. I was hoping that it was going to be a contested, because then he really would have been oofed.
All right. To the people watching this later on, we thank you so much for your patience and your understanding of us kind of moving to this format. Keep tuned. Remember to like and comment and subscribe to our stuff so that you can see things, see our videos and our campaigns as they progress. And we'll see you next time.
And never play D&D.
Wow.
All right, bye.